From a world record thunder pump
I think I'm high enough.
to the wildest hacker ever.
He's respawning.
Here's the craziest stories in Fortnite history. In Chapter 5, Season 4, Fortnite had added a ton of mobility items, and Typical Gamer made an astonishing discovery with them.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the jetpack to go up.
He found that if you combine Shuri's Black Panther claws with the jetpack and Iron Man's flight kit, you can fly up unbelievably high.
Oh my goodness. What the flip?
But believe it or not, TG's only just getting started, and he had a crazy idea of what to do next.
I'm gonna hit somebody with the longest thunder pump of all time. That's what's gonna happen.
He had to wait until it was the last player, so he just kept on climbing, until eventually it was a 1v1. And it was finally time to try and hit the thunder pump from space.
Okay, I think I'm high enough. I think I gotta drop down. I'm going for it. All systems are go. I'm dropping. The ultimate thunder pump. I don't know if I'm actually gonna reach the ground in time.
If TG couldn't land before storm closes, it would be all for nothing. But luckily, he started picking up speed, and it was looking like it might actually be possible.
I'm coming, Bob. Hello.
Somehow, as TG was falling, the last player must have heard him. He managed to get the thunder pump off, but it didn't eliminate them, and they weren't going down without a fight. But with some determination, eventually TG picked up the W.
Let's go. We did it.
In Chapter 2, Season 7, Nick A30 had found a glitch with the UFOs that you won't believe.
Easy, breezy, beautiful.
If you put an item on top of a UFO without breaking it, it would stay stuck in the sky forever. Nick flew the squad up there, and it was looking good. But there was one problem.
How are you gonna jump out? How are you gonna jump out?
I got it. He's a pro. Wait.
I got it, he said.
I made it.
That was insane, and luckily it meant that Nick had one more chance.
Gosh, please. Okay, nice. Okay, we gotta get a kill now, guys.
And Elam would be icing on the cake, so they started taking shots. And it turned out railguns on this glitch skybase was super OP, and they started picking up a ton of Elam.
3, 2, 1. Got him, knocked him.
But eventually Storm moved, and if they couldn't think of a way down, it would be all over. Luckily, Nick had an idea.
We can all jump for that ship right there, and we can make it.
It seemed crazy, but having made a similar jump just moments ago, Nick was feeling full of confidence.
I'll get you guys. I promise. I'll come back. I'm dead.
Back in Chapter 3, Cypher PK, Courage, Ninja, and Wildcat ran into the craziest hacker anyone had ever seen. Flying all around the map, aimbotting everyone in sight. It started out just like any other game, but pretty soon Courage and the boys started dropping like flies.
I just died so fast.
Then Ninja and Wildcat got absolutely deleted too. Somehow Cypher made it out alive, got the cards, and hit the reboot. This was insane. But the hacker did not take kindly to Cypher's heroics and was back in a flash.
Oh, they're here. What? He's shooting me while he's... Oh, he's hacking, bro. That's actually crazy. He's hacking.
The hacker destroyed them all in seconds, and this was shocking enough. But then Cypher noticed something absolutely crazy.
Dude, we're his only kills. That's the crazy part. He hacked just for us.
The hacker had stream sniped them just to meme and mess around for the stream. He started off singing to them while flying, but he took a ton of storm damage, and this is where he might have made a mistake.
No.
Oh my god!
The hacker almost eliminated themselves with a gas can, but they aren't done yet. Somehow this hacker was about to mess up even worse.
You can tell he's nervous. Well, he's going to storm.
No!
And if that wasn't embarrassing enough, things were about to go from bad to worse for this cheater.
Hey, Courage, suspect apprehended. A player you've reported has had action taken against him for negative behavior.
Let's go!
In Chapter 5, Nick A30 found himself with a huge problem.
I can't get out. Bro, it's not letting me get out.
Little did he know, this would lead to him finding one of the most OP glitches of all time.
It's not letting me get out. I can't get out of this car. Oh my god. I gotta sink it, I think.
It was a good idea, but this is when it happened.
It's kind of annoying that Wait, what? I can't get out of it.
He was totally stuck.
Wait, what?
But little did he know, he wouldn't get stuck for long. And soon, Nick would discover one of the most broken glitches in Fortnite history.
Is there anything I can do here? Yo, what? Okay, there we go. Oh, well.
Nick couldn't move at all. But then, he spotted something insane.
I'm not taking any damage.
This was bonkers. Nick was totally mind blown.
Yeah, I'm invincible. I'm going to win the game.
There wasn't much he could do, so he found a fun way to pass time, but he could have never guessed what was going to happen next.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It disappears. And this guy is about to die probably in a few seconds.
But Nick could have never imagined who he was going up against.
Any second now.
At first, he thought they might just be doing something simple, like popping medkits or bandages.
Oh, he's probably healing. And here we go.
But as time went on, Nick started to get less sure he was going to get the free win.
And here we go. Wait, what is he doing? Wait, this is so weird. What?
That was crazy. And Nick couldn't wait to check the replays to find out what had happened.
He popped 1 medkit.
It turned out they had a crazy amount of medkits, but they were no match for Nick's insane glitch. In Chapter 1, Season 4, Laserbeam noticed something, and it gave him a crazy idea.
Basically, if you build a ramp and anyone's body parts are inside that ramp when it's built, you can walk through it. Yeah, I was saying that, and I was like, let's exploit it.
So he hopped into a game and got to work.
We've got to get a trap, but we've also got to get something real shiny. Something that even the best player in the game is going to go, oh, I want that.
Not only did he need a trap, he needed bait too. Luckily for Laserbeam, it didn't take him long to find the bait.
This could work. Oh, yes, a scar.
Or the trap.
We got the trap we need.
So now, it's finally time to see what Laserbeam was cooking up. Laserbeam started by building a box and putting traps inside, and then placing a roof with the bait on top. Now his trap was almost ready. He just had to pull off the glitch to make sure the floor was invisible.
Then we crouch here, like this, and now you should be able, yeah, there we go. Now they should just fall through it if anyone comes up here.
And wait for an unsuspecting victim to come his way. Sadly, Laserbeam waited for ages and started thinking nobody would ever show up. But then, somebody finally came his way, and it was time to see if this wild plan would actually work.
Got it!
That was insane. They had no idea.
That was gorgeous.
While spike traps were pretty epic, Laserbeam had an even better idea.
We build something like off the edge of the dusty divot and make them fall into their death.
So he set up another elaborate trap and got ready for the craziest prank in Fortnite history. He waited and waited and waited. But finally, a default was heading his way. But there was no way they'd fall for it, right? They did. Hook, line, and sinker.
That was just too perfect.
In Chapter 5, Season 3, McCreamy had gotten wind about the craziest glitch, and he couldn't wait to try it out.
Got a bottle already?
Nice, I got one as well.
Luckily, it didn't take him long to find what he needed. So McCreamy built up, and now it's time to put this glitch to the test.
Okay, now let's just hope that this works.
This was it. The moment of truth.
Oh, I'm pretty big! I'm pretty big!
It worked perfectly. This was insane.
I am a literal giant right now.
And it turned out, it was not only hilarious, it was actually super overpowered.
It's Peter!
Oh, I'm stuck with you!
Oh my god!
He glitched everyone around him, and nobody could see anything through his giant body, so nobody stood a chance.
That is crazy. We did it!
Next up, we have Tfue. Back in Chapter 3, he was frying with the AUG, cooking up a 20 bomb, until he found this.
What the crash pads?
Crash pads had been in the game before, but now so were cars, and this gave Tfue an idea. He stacked a few up, hopped in the Lambo, and this is what happened. He'd gone absolutely flying across the entire map.
I'm at logjam.
This was insane, but it made him wonder, what would happen if he used more? Way more.
Oh my god. Bro.
And they had a plan to go somewhere few people in Fortnite history have ever gone before.
That's gotta be like 20, dude.
Tfue hopped in the car, and it was finally time to put their crazy plan into action.
Oh, okay. That definitely sends us there.
They were headed all the way back to Spawn Island.
Going over to Spawn Island, yo.
And even though things were getting a little bit out of control, it seemed like their plan was working, and they might actually make it.
Yo, we did it! We did it! Yo!
This was crazy, but they had one more idea. It would be super difficult, but if they could pull it off, it would be absolutely legendary.
He's behind this tree right here.
The plan was to get the last player to hop in the car and send them flying into storm, but it would be easier said than done.
Here, come to me. Try to bring him to me. I'm gonna set it up here, okay?
But eventually, they got in the car.
He's in.
Then he stacked the crash pads, and they were away.
No way!
It worked perfectly, and they got sent miles into storm.
He went so far!
In chapter 1, Basically I Do Work and Wildcat heard something absolutely insane.
Throw it immediately, but don't pop the stone until you're like right about to explode. You know what I mean?
And they couldn't wait to put it to the test.
Oh my god!
It turned out there was a glitch where if you knocked yourself as you picked up the Shadow Stone and then got revived, something unbelievable would happen.
I am completely invisible, bro.
My turn.
The timing was pretty tricky, but if Wildcat could pull it off too, this was about to be the funniest Fortnite game ever.
Yes!
They did it!
Tyler, you're literally just a floating gun when you have a gun out. It's amazing. This is the best ever.
But things were only going to get funnier from here. They were stacked on loot.
I found a scar.
They could build. And they finally found some players to troll.
I shot somebody. I shot him in the butt.
They were completely invisible. All enemies could see was dust kicking up as they ran. They had no idea what was happening.
I took a shotgun. He's freaking out. This is a random glider. I'm done. Let's get out of here.
But now it was time to take the trolling to a whole other level. They were literally ghost riding.
Ghost ride the whip.
But then something mind-boggling happened.
Wait, I see you. Wait, what? I got with you!
DJ Yonder was freaking out. He knew players were nearby, but he couldn't see where and was in a total panic.
He's shooting at the car. There's no one in it.
We gotta go.
Sadly, eventually the ATK broke.
I broke it.
He shot him.
Go.
But then, I Do Work had the funniest idea yet. He pulled out the tomato emo, and it was super funny. No matter what the enemies did, all they could see were tomatoes flying in from nowhere. They couldn't hit a shot. So I Do Work and Wildcat were free to troll as much as they wanted.
She just
They somehow found DJ Yonder again, and apparently he did not like popcorn.
Ah, Tyler!
Everything was going perfectly until...
Oh my god!
Little Red Riding Hood rocked him with the double barrel. But since they were invisible, she couldn't finish the knock. And Wildcat was free to get the revive. But that wasn't the last they'd see of her. She was an absolute menace.
Ah, Tyler!
Bro, she's a monster!
She's dancing on my body.
Luckily, the boys got the res again and kept the trolling alive. But then they found something awesome,
I got a chug jug.
which gave him a goated idea.
I'm gonna bait it.
If this worked, it would be hilarious.
Come for it. Ready?
Yeah. No.
They were super confused and had no idea what was going on.
Oh my god, Marcel! Oh, he's pickaxing! You get me killed.
Eventually, though, all good things must come to an end. And so they didn't get banned for cheating. They let the last players take the win.
Yeah, nice job.
Woo!
Next up, we have Cypher PK, Nick Merckx, and Nate Hill with something completely impossible. They bumped into a hacker, but you won't believe how it ended.
Oh, he's a hacker.
The hacker had deleted Nick Merckx and Nate Hill in the blink of an eye. But Cypher wasn't going down without a fight. He had a plan.
Okay, I got this, guys.
What are you doing, BK?
Cypher used a lightsaber so he couldn't get shot.
I'm gonna go res you guys, all right?
Then he hopped in the boat and made a dash for the reboot. And he had an idea who the hacker might be.
Jarvis is back, bro.
Things were going to plan so far, but while he could run, he couldn't hide from this aimbot hacker.
Yo, you get...
Oh, shot! Oh! He's under the map, bro.
So Cypher, Nick, and Nate all reported the cheater, but they could have never predicted what was about to happen when they went to spectate.
Dude, I don't... His hacks aren't working that well or something. I don't know. Wait, did he kill these guys? He just got banned!
We got him banned.
We just rocked him, bro.
It only took 9 seconds from Cypher submitting the report to the cheater actually getting banned. That has to be world record for the fastest ban in Fortnite history. At the start of Chapter 7, Courage was getting games in with Shroud and the Burnt Peanut. Little did they know, they were about to discover the most broken glitch of all time. They got off to a great start, slaying out, picking up elims left and right, until... Shroud went down, quickly followed by the Burnt Peanut.
Good game, got kablam, kabloozy. What?
Luckily, Courage was locked in, determined to clutch up for the squad.
Or Fortnite.
But when it came down to the last team, something utterly insane happened.
I hit this guy? Wait, what?
Huh?
Dude, his
No, I
Fortnite
actually
skills
think
is
that
better
might
than
actually be
yours.
exploiting. I'm not even kidding.
It turned out one of the last players had done a bonkers glitch that made them completely invincible. Courage couldn't damage them at all, and they were all totally amazed by what they were seeing.
Fortnite.
Has that happened in other seasons before?
No, I've never seen anything like that.
But as crazy as it was to spot this never seen before glitch in the wild, it put Courage in a tough spot.
If he's better at Fortnite than you can just say it.
He is right now. He's much better.
He wasn't backing down without a fight, but if he didn't think of something soon, it would be all over.
He's literally immune to damage. That's crazy.
But then Shroud thought of something 200 IQ.
You think he's immune to the zone too?
I mean, possibly.
It was a genius idea, but unfortunately, I guess we'll never know. In Chapter 5, iShowSpeed had a crazy idea.
I always wanted to do this.
He wanted to join in on Nick A30's customs, and it turned out it was his lucky day.
All right, I'll do one more for you if you want. I'll do one more.
John, watch this.
So Nick set up a new game and Speed hopped in, but nobody could have guessed what was about to happen.
Nick!
Is that him?
Things started out pretty normal.
Simon says using that item, you must kill one person and one person only. It shoots at another person, you will be eliminated.
How do I... What?
But Speed doesn't play a ton of Fortnite, so he was kind of confused.
So he says you gotta pick it up, bro. Pick it up, pick it up.
No, sorry.
Simon says come here.
No, sorry.
Simon says A-team, shotguns out.
Unfortunately, it was looking like it might be wrapped for Speed.
Simon says you want another chance?
Yes.
Simon says go line back up. Simon says go line back up.
Luckily, Nick decided to give him a second chance, but that might have been a big mistake.
Simon says you must save yourself using your crash pad. We're starting from left and we're going all the way to right.
No.
Nick started side kicking people off, and they were saving themselves no problem. But then it came time for Speed's turn.
You're next.
And he picked the wrong time to check his phone.
What the...
Speed was super angry. He felt like he got totally scammed, and decided that next game he would get his revenge.
Simon says you're not allowed to shoot back. Oh, yo!
But with actions come consequences.
Mods, ban him. Make sure he never joins my customs ever again.
That'll teach him to mess with the king. In Chapter 1, Lachlan heard about a crazy glitch and couldn't wait to try it.
He ran into a bush and he got put to max height limit. So I want to see if I can do this. Right here, there was a ramp and he just like ran into it.
Unfortunately, it wasn't easy to pull off, but Lachlan wasn't giving up that easy. He tried again, and again,
I saw it there for a second.
and again, and eventually,
Ooh.
it kinda worked, and most players would have called it there, but Lachlan knew this glitch had way more potential.
It's possible. It's a thing. We're going to space.
The glitch spot was right in the middle of Retail Row, so before he could even try it, he had to clear the whole POI. It didn't take long though, and soon he was ready to blast off. But unfortunately, it still wasn't what Lachlan was hoping for.
We've got it again at like the same height. I'm gonna switch it up and put some ping on this.
It sounded like a good idea, and turns out it was.
I did it!
He got super high.
Oh my god!
But after seeing someone basically go to the moon, Lachlan was determined to go even higher.
We can go higher. The video that I saw on Reddit, way higher. It took him 2 minutes to hit the floor.
So he changed it up with a new spot, and then...
Oh my god! Oh my god! I actually got it! I got it!
Lachlan finally teleported into space. It was insane.
I actually did it.
In Chapter 5, Loser Fruit and other content creators were playing in a tournament for a video where they couldn't move.
Like that laser beam video, but we're doing a competition between me, Sink, Winter, and Zam.
But nobody could have guessed how it would end up with Loser Fruit getting banned. The first few games went awesome.
Yes! That's 2 games with 15 points each.
But in the next game, things took a turn for the worse.
Okay, I think Luffy's got a few stream snipers.
And unfortunately, as her landing spot didn't quite go to plan,
Oh!
one of the stream snipers was with her in no time, and up to no good.
Bro moved like a step back.
They knew that she couldn't move and had tons of funny trolls planned.
Stop putting that so mean. I can't
But this next one is where they crossed the line and Loser Fruit messed up big
Oh
time.
my god, thank you for the bananas. Thank you. Is this teaming?
She was right to be worried, but they didn't stop there. The Guff actually boxed her up and stood guard protecting her. And after a while, she got a bad feeling.
I'm gonna get kicked from this game, aren't I, for teaming? I'm gonna get banned from this tournament.
But she didn't just get kicked from the tournament.
I didn't do anything, I promise.
In her defense, she literally didn't do anything. Back in Chapter 1, Season 9, Fortnite introduced the Plastic Patroller and Toy Trooper skins, and players quickly spotted a big problem.
It's all just perfectly green. This can't be balanced.
Musilk had a feeling that this would be broken, but he could have never imagined just how ridiculous it would be.
He hasn't seen us. Get ready. Get ready. He didn't see us.
He didn't see us. This is actually disgusting.
The skins were solid colors, like green and gray, which meant you could pretty much go invisible, and it had hilarious consequences.
Oh my god, this guy sees the loot. Oh, he's coming for it. He's building. Hey, bro. Oh my god! This is a joke! Epic, remove this!
It was absolutely busted, so as soon as Fortnite spotted the issue, they deleted the original versions for the game entirely and secretly replaced them with updated ones that were covered in mud. In Chapter 7's first big tournament, Typical Gamer was absolutely slaying out. He even picked up a W right at the gate. But sadly, just a few games later, his luck took a turn for the worse.
Just got shot. I'm fried. I'm
Probably cheating, man.
100% cheating.
TG had been aimbotted by a crazy hacker, but believe it or not, that was just the start.
They're jumping on you. Yeah, let's report this guy.
Dude.
It was clear the cheaters were running wild, and TG was not about to let that slide.
All I'm gonna say is I have a feeling when we come back to the lobby, we're gonna get a ban message.
So they played out the next game, and as they returned to the lobby, TG saw something amazing.
They got banned, by the way.
We got banned.
But then, as they hopped into a regular match after the tournament, something ridiculous happened.
Cheating, rage hacking.
It was more hackers, and TG wanted revenge.
I got a kill. Let's report this kid.
So TG wasted no time firing off the report, and by the time he got back with his lunch, he saw exactly what he wanted to see.
Oh, wow.
Just goes to show, if you're an aimbot hacker, you do not want to mess with the big TG. In Chapter 7, pro player Crackley had a crazy idea, so he changed his name and got to work. He was pretending to be an aimbot hacker to troll people in reload, and at first it was going perfectly. He was locked in, absolutely beaming everyone in sight, and nobody stood a chance. He was popping off so hard that even if you're in on the joke, it still kind of looked like he was really aimbotting. And pretty soon he started picking up W after W. But this might be where he crossed the line. He had another pro player join his team with a suspicious looking name too. And maybe at this point, things started to look a little too convincing. With two pros on the same team, they were literally unstoppable. And this is probably where the reports started really flying in, because at the start of the next game, this happened.
I just got kicked out of the game.
And when he got back to the lobby,
Oh my god, bro. I got banned.
just goes to show, when it comes to cheaters in Chapter 7, Fortnite aren't taking any chances. Near the start of Chapter 3, Fortnite added in tents.
Oh, we got a new tent.
Letting you stash loot and pull it out in future matches. And they gave Lachlan and McCreamy a crazy idea. They organized an entire lobby of stream snipers, all carrying tents absolutely stacked with floppers.
We need everybody to get their floppers out of their tent.
One by one, the heals were handed over. And with an insane amount of fish, they were managing to out-heal the storm for a ridiculous amount of time. Despite their best efforts, eventually the loot ran dry.
I got one flopper left in a tent. What do you got?
Nah, I've got nothing. Dude, why is there none? Yeah, do this.
But was it enough to set the world record?
That's it. That's
Let's
the one.
Go!
An hour
125,
and
baby. World
Oh my
record
God.
champions.
For the longest time, that record seemed totally untouchable. But when Law of the Season dropped, Aid found something that completely changed the game.
Yeah, okay, he dropped the gold, which means the glitch should be working. Let's go into Storm to check this out. No storm damage!
He discovered a glitch that made him completely invincible. And that's where things went from impressive to straight up ridiculous. Aid loaded into a match with a friend. They both triggered the glitch. And when the final circle closed and the last confused player fell to the storm, it was just the two of them left, completely unable to take damage. At that point, they could keep the match alive as long as they wanted, and they were more than happy to take advantage of the glitch and potentially etch their names into the record books forever. But around the 4-hour mark, Aid was just too tired to continue.
I'm going to bed, bro.
So he went to bed.
Good night.
And when he woke up, something insane had happened. The game had ended. When he checked the replay, Fortnite had gone completely haywire. Cars were floating, the map was glitching out, the game literally looked like it was tearing itself apart. And eventually, after a ridiculous 9 hours, 19 minutes and 20 seconds, the match finally collapsed, and a new record had been set. And at over 6 times longer than the previous record, it's gonna take a miracle for someone to ever beat it. When Fortnite first added Thanos all the way back in Chapter 1, players were hyped.
Let's go, baby!
And they couldn't believe how insanely overpowered he was. Players lucky enough to find the Infinity Gauntlet mid-game soon learned he was an absolute tank with a ridiculous 700 HP, 300 shield, and Siphon, meaning you would generate back to full shield after every elimination.
And you're dead, and I have my shield back.
It was stupidly broken, so Fortnite tried to balance things out by making Thanos unable to build, which made sense. But there was one big problem. It turned out there was a glitch, where sometimes when you picked up the Infinity Gauntlet, the animation didn't trigger, meaning not only would you be able to get all of Thanos' powers, but you'd also be able to build.
What is going on?
It was absolutely crazy, and it turned him from overpowered to just straight up ridiculous.
I'm coming.
You had 700 HP, and because you could build, other players couldn't even land a shot on you while you were charging them down. And that's not all. If for some reason you got bored of Thanos' powers, you could still use your pickaxe, or even regular weapons like the Scar or an RPG. It was absolutely busted and basically gave you the guaranteed win. But unluckily for this player, there was still one thing that could take him down.
No! No! No!
The Storm. When Fortnite dropped the Mortal Kombat Mythic, Nick grabbed it fast and instantly found a glitch with it that nobody saw coming.
As a sample run, here we go.
He discovered that if you grappled someone right as you were rifting, it would send them miles in the air.
There he is. Dead.
But now it's time to try that on a real player.
This guy's real. Oh my god, no.
The Mythic was kind of slow to shoot, so it was easier said than done. But Nick was determined to make this happen.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, it didn't go to plan that time. And despite Nick's best efforts, after finding AI after AI after AI, it was looking like his chance to do the glitch was over. But Nick wasn't giving up. And as he made his way into the endgame, his luck finally turned.
They're right there. They're fighting each other. They're fighting each other.
The last 2 players were distracted. This was the perfect opportunity.
They're fighting. They're fighting. They're fighting. This is great. This is great. Ready? Ready, guys? Ready? 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 Boom. Got him. Got him. There he is. He's in the air. One more. You ready?
That was epic. But if Nick could use the glitch to get the victory royale, it would be next level.
Oh my god, please. Okay, here. Preemptively. You're dead. You're dead. There he is.
When shopping carts were first added, all the way back in Chapter 1, they were an instant hit. And it was easy to see why. In a time before roly-polies, ballers, or even the humble shockwave grenade, any kind of mobility got players hyped. And the shopping cart was no exception. It was the perfect mix of useful and totally meme-worthy.
No, it's not down! Down! Oh my god, dude. That's not my fault! Oh god!
We didn't die! Lupo, we didn't die!
Pretty soon, players were launching themselves off the biggest hills, hitting wild speeds and insane jumps.
Turbo build! Turbo build!
That's lit!
But then, one player found a glitch that took things to a whole other dimension. At first, it just looked kind of funny. Their character was floating midair, holding onto the cart, flying around like Superman. But then, it started tipping over in slow motion. And then, they got pretty much sucked into a vortex, and it was like nothing anyone had ever seen before. They kept going higher and higher and higher until eventually, they were miles above the map. And then this happened.
I'm gonna click X and see what happens. Oh my god, I'm doing like... I can't get off, dude. Wait, what?
They teleported back down like nothing ever happened. For Chapter 2, Season 7, Fortnite went all out with an epic alien theme. There were railguns, plasma cannons,
Whoa!
and even flyable UFOs that let you pick up all kinds of stuff, from other players to cars to shipping crates. But there's one thing that topped it all. Near the start of each game, there were alien abductions happening at certain spots on the map. And if you got abducted, you got taken up to the mothership to play a crazy minigame where you could score a ton of awesome loot.
There's loot everywhere!
But this is where Lachlan found a crazy glitch you won't believe. He didn't want to get banned, so he didn't reveal exactly how to do it, but he was somehow knocked on the mothership, and it looked like he was full on hacking. But this was just the start. Eventually, the minigame ended, and he got sent back down to the island.
Bro, I'm legit hacking. Look at everything around me. I got the box. We didn't mean to do this. This just happened.
Now, all he had to do was get eliminated and rebooted, and he finally activated the mega glitch.
Oh, I got the jetpack.
He had the alien jetpack for the minigame on the Battle Royale island. This was supposed to be totally impossible, but Lachlan was only just getting started. He hit his screen once again, and when he came back, he had the alien gun launcher in his inventory. This was ridiculous, and there's only one thing for it. He started trolling everyone in sight, and even though it did no damage, that wasn't stopping Lachlan from trying to get an elimination with it.
I was trying to get into a bill fight with him. Get into a bill fight.
Yeah, you're lucky. Perfect.
Yeah. There we go. Yes. Yes.
Wow. But he wasn't done yet, and somehow he managed to pick up the victory royale.
Okay, I've located Bill himself.
At the start of Chapter 7, Allier had heard about a totally game-breaking glitch, and he couldn't wait to try it out. It seemed simple enough. First, he had to take down the mini-boss and become Human Bill.
Boom! We are him.
Then head on down to the heart of Innerloop Labs.
We're going to be heading like under the POI here, where you'll find these tubes that you can literally teleport in.
But this is where things get crazy. Just before he had teleport, he used the mythic boss ability.
I think this is what messes it up.
And now, because he had 2 NPCs, when he teleported, the game got super confused, and this happened.
Oh my goodness, what?
He teleported under the entire map, but he wasn't done yet.
Quick.
Ali had made it under the map, but now he wanted to soar miles above it, and he knew of a secret glitch to make it happen.
Got a storm against me here.
But he couldn't afford to make any mistakes.
We've got one attempt at this.
So this was it, the moment of truth.
Oh my goodness!
It worked even better than he could have imagined, and it totally blew Allier's mind.
I don't even know where I am. Chapter 8?
In the early days of Fortnite, believe it or not, the most eliminations in a solo game was actually first set in a freak accident during Fortnite's first live event. Everyone had built a platform to watch, but a John Wick skin started tearing it down. And in the chaos, a player named Elemental Ray saw what was happening and seized the moment, breaking the final ramp and eliminating an incredible 48 players in a single match. But here's where things got really crazy. After that, Fortnite put things in place like invincibility to make sure nobody could grief a live event like that ever again. And it was looking like Elemental Ray would hold the record forever. But then years later, out of nowhere, Cypher PK stepped up with a wild strategy, determined to do the impossible.
I need you guys all to go wait at the top of this mountain. All right, you're gonna jump off from here. If you get tagged, jump.
He rallied a giant Peely army of friendly stream snipers and started racking up the eliminations at a ridiculous rate. And before anyone knew, he was closing in on the record. But unfortunately, when the rampage was all over, it still wasn't enough. Cypher only had 41 eliminations, 8 short of breaking the record. But he wasn't giving up. He locked in, dominated the lobby.
I need to get a 50 bomb. There's 38 people alive.
And with a bit of luck, he didn't just beat the old record, he obliterated it, finishing with an insane total of 52 eliminations.
I just broke the record for most kills in a solo pub.
When it comes to breaking the rules, Fortnite doesn't mess around. Anyone can have their maps banned, even Cypher PK. In the summer of 2024, Fortnite dropped the Reload, a brand new game mode that was an instant hit. Players loved the fast-paced action, a nostalgic OG map. And this gave Cypher an idea. What if there was a Chapter 2 version? He wasted no time cooking it up.
We recreated basically what would be a Chapter 2 Reload map with iconic POIs.
And it was a massive hit.
The map looks so good.
Peaking at over 30,000 players. And it was easy to see why.
No, I'm not gonna lie, this is nostalgic.
Cypher and his team did an amazing job, but it wasn't long before it caught Fortnite's attention. And they were not happy. Turns out, recreating Fortnite's official locations like that is totally banned.
Epic Games sent us a message and they said that we are not allowed to use Chapter 2 POIs.
And Cypher was forced to change the map immediately or face severe consequences.
So we did. We made the shark into the Kraken. We made the agency into the office.
But that's not the only time Cypher has gotten in trouble over a creative map. You might recognize the Pit, a map where players grab their favorite weapons and then descend to battle it out with unlimited resources. At the map's peak, it had nearly 500,000 players. This was absolutely unbelievable. So Cypher PK decided to investigate, and you won't believe what he found. The map had fake items like mythic Zeus bolts.
Let me see if I can pick this up.
And it seemed like you could get them.
It says like and favorite to support, and then I can pick up the mythic Thunderbolt.
But they were totally fake just to bait you into favoriting the map.
It's not letting me pick up the mythic Zeus Thunderbolt.
This would usually be enough for a map to be banned already, but it was just the tip of the iceberg. With the success of the Pit, other map makers like Cypher took inspiration, but then, out of nowhere, things took a wild turn. Gearsy, the creator of the Pit, started copyright striking any map with Pit in the title, and Cypher PK was outraged. They had an argument, and things got seriously heated, but nobody really knows how it ended. Rumors swirled that Gearsy even went as far as suing Cypher, and with Cypher's Pit mysteriously disappearing, it sure makes you wonder. In Chapter 2, Season 3, Laserbeam found out about an insane glitch he couldn't wait to try.
Invincibility glitch.
It sounded awesome, but he knew he was playing with fire.
We aren't gonna win games with it, so don't ban me.
He wasn't gonna show us how it worked.
I should be invincible. I have 0 HP.
But it definitely did.
Aha! Oh, his bullet was powerless against me.
Nobody could damage him at all. It was ridiculous. But then...
Wait, what? It worked for a little bit.
It wasn't perfect, but Laser knew if he could finesse the glitch and get it to stick, it would be utterly insane. So he wasted no time in trying again. And this time, it worked perfectly. Enemy players couldn't damage him at all, and they were completely mind-boggled. But even though other players couldn't eliminate him, there was still one thing that could.
Oh, Zone is so far away, bro. I gotta go.
Laser was stuck at 0 HP, so if the storm touched him for even just a second, it would be all over. So he rushed his zone, but being Laserbeam, he kept goofing around along the way, and somehow, eventually it started looking like he might accidentally win the game. But equally, at this point, it was looking like a one-way ticket to Bansville. But then, he found out the storm wasn't his only weakness.
Oh, look. Oh, what? I think I can get damaged in water. Oh, well, we had a good run.
But Laserbeam wasn't done yet. He knew there was a way to take this glitch to the next level.
I should be invisible and invincible. Also, I can shoot.
So he pretty much activated full-on God mode. And now there's only one thing for it. Some epic trolling.
Oh, this guy's medkitting. Wonder if I can just, like, whack him with my pickaxe and scare him a little bit. It's all right. He just used the medkit, so his health is fully back to normal.
That was hilarious. But he wasn't done yet.
Okay, so he just dropped mats, and I picked them up. No mats for you, buddy. Oh, no. And he's like, where did they go? This guy has no idea that a vibrating gingerbread is standing right behind him at all times.
At first, he started shooting players' ramps out.
Oh, this is too much fun, man.
Completely mind-boggling, man.
He's like, where is he?
But then he came up with an even better idea.
I think since it's not going to cost them a victory royale, I might try and knock one of them.
So Laserbeam started taking shots, and pretty soon he knocked one.
Like, how did he die? I want the chug jug. Ugh. Oh my god, they're like, how did Timmy die?
Then when it finally came down to the last two players, Laser saw the perfect chance for the funniest troll yet.
Would you like a chug jug? Oh, he picked up the chug jug. No, you're not allowed to drink the chug. No. No. No.
He was pickaxing them, but they couldn't see or hit him at all.
Now he's just spinning in circles shooting. No, no chug jug. No chug jug. No chug jug. Come here. No chug jug. Oh, I'm gonna die to storm in a second. I've knocked another one.
And when it came to the final 1v1, so there was at least a chance for when I wouldn't ban him, there was only one thing left to do.
I'm gonna give him the win. It's over now. All right, that was too much fun.
Back in Chapter 3, Tifu, Zemi, and Scope were playing a trio tournament when out of nowhere something insane happened.
Get in, Scope. We can just push up to this ridge and chill.
Yeah.
Yo, push up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's a cheater.
No way, bro.
Tifu was annoyed, and rightfully so. A hacker had completely griefed their tournament. But what they were about to witness was absolutely unbelievable. This hacker had pretty much turned the DMR into a sniper minigun. They all reported them, but unfortunately, that wasn't the last time they would bump into them.
Team West trying to creep up on us right now. Close.
Okay, I'm
Like
coming.
100 meters from me.
Even before they had fired a bullet, Tifu had a strange feeling something was up.
I'm coming.
Could be a cheater, bro.
Did you see footsteps or what? Oh, it is.
Dude, it's so cringe, bro.
This hacker was stupidly overpowered, and there was nothing they could do. But luckily, this was the last time they ran into them, so it's safe to assume Fortnite had hit them with a ban. In Chapter 1, Season 6, when the new Battle Pass dropped, one skin had everyone talking. Calamity. It was an awesome design, but above all, it featured something fans had never seen before.
Oh my god, chat.
Jiggle physics.
Are you serious?
And yeah, it was pretty insane. Nobody could believe what they were seeing, and for some, it was actually kind of shocking to see, and what they thought was a game meant for kids.
Fortnite, this is a kid's game. Do we really need the...
So almost as soon as the skin released, Fortnite were forced to disable it, but not everyone was happy to see it go. The OGs among you probably remember how much we all loved pets back when they released in Season 6.
Hey, I got a dragon pet.
Especially Bonesy, everyone's favorite little backpack buddy.
Oh my god.
But when Season X came around, Fortnite got a little bit sneaky and introduced a new pet named Gunner, which was very obviously just Bonesy, literally in a ski mask, selling for a whopping 1,000 V-Bucks. The community were not shy in calling it out as a lazy reskin and a cash grab, and they made so much noise that Fortnite got the message almost immediately. In under 24 hours, they had pulled Gunner from the game, refunded everyone's V-Bucks, and tried to pretend like the whole thing never even happened. When Resigns, Alex, and Anon set the world record for the most amount of points in a tournament at 1,266, smashing even Peterbot and Poyo's old record by almost 200 points, people thought it could never be beaten.
1,266? They won by over 400 points?
But then Clicks did something insane. He formed a new trio, and while people didn't think much of it at the time, they turned out to be absolutely lethal. Higgs and Clicks were unstoppable fraggers, but adding an insane leader like Yamzo into the mix put them into perfect positions to absolutely crush the competition. The result, an FNCS Major 1 play-in. They racked up an unbelievable 1,450 points, completely obliterating their previous record.
Nice pick! Baby! I like that!
The community went wild. They had completely rewritten what was even possible in competitive Fortnite. In the run-up to OG, Courage was slaying some solos, until this happened. He recognized the name, and they had been stream sniping him all day, and Courage had finally had enough. He submitted an in-game report and thought about taking further action. But then, he had a better idea.
You know what? Wait. You know what, JR Callum?
But before he could begin, Courage needed proof they were stream sniping him, and he had a 200 IQ plan to catch them out.
Callum, what's your favorite Fortnite emote, bro? Okay.
They could hear him, so they were definitely watching the stream, and it was game on.
You have just given yourself a very tough task. I am going to spectate you in this game. If you die, I will personally message the CEO of Epic Games to ensure your account gets banned. If you win, congratulations.
With 56 players remaining, this was a crazy challenge. And unfortunately for Junior Callum, there was danger lurking around every corner.
He's finally got full shields. Do you guys have any faith in JR Callum to win? Oh, you're scared? Is someone scared? Oh, now we're running away, huh?
But this is where Courage starts to find out exactly why this player is so terrified of losing and getting banned.
Look at all these cool cars you spend money on, bro. Would be a shame if they're banned.
They clearly had spent some money on cosmetics, but nobody could have ever guessed just how much.
Yo, Callum, be honest. Have you spent over $250 on your Fortnite account? Be honest, Callum. Oh, now would get perma-banned? Oh, no.
But as it turns out, that was just the tip of the iceberg.
All right, let's check this. Have you spent over $500 on your Fortnite account? No! Oh!
The stakes were high, so you could forgive them for parking up and camping. But when they got out, something absolutely unbelievable happened.
No! No! No!
They started running in place, and Courage knew exactly what this could mean.
Chad, if he disconnects, that means Epic already banned him.
And sure enough, they had been banned, and Courage couldn't believe it.
Oh my god, banned mid-game.
In Season 3, Fortnite added the guided missile, a weapon so broken and chaotic it was an instant hit.
I did it! Yes! This thing
Launching.
Most players used it to troll enemies from a distance.
Shooting him still. Take him down, Tyler.
You might want to build a flat wall.
But a few realized it opened up some completely new possibilities. It didn't take long for people to figure out how to self-rocket ride, which already looked insane and instantly blew everyone's minds. But then, somehow, this player pushed it even further. They discovered a glitch that you fire as many guided missiles as you wanted. And if you timed it right, you could jump from one missile to the next, effectively letting you fly around the map forever. In Season 6, Fortnite added arguably the greatest vehicle ever, the Quad Crasher.
Oh, where is he? Yeah!
But it didn't take long for players to find out it had a hidden secret glitch that was stupidly busted.
Oh my god!
It was pretty hard to do, but if you got the angle and timing just right, you could use the boost to take off. Now this was epic enough, but with some practice, players started to get ridiculously good at flying them, and could literally soar across the entire map. It was absolutely wild. Was it a bird? Was it a plane? Nope, it was just Tfue doing the craziest glitch of Season 6. When Fortnite added ziplines back in Season 7, players were hyped. Mobility was nothing like it is today, so anything that helped you move around quicker was a massive deal.
We out! Whoa!
But the ziplines also came with a hidden secret that most players weren't too thrilled about. Every now and then, when you grabbed on, the game would bug out and fling you off, but that was just a start. Then, if you tried to jump, it would send you flying, and it was pretty much GG's unless you were this player. They managed to save themselves with the grappler, which was super goated. But then this happened. They got shot straight into outer space. You gotta respect the attempt to save themselves though. Nick A30 would be proud. From the good to the bad, locations in Fortnite come in all shapes and sizes. Everyone's got their favorite, but one thing most players could agree on, that Coral Castle was definitely one of the worst. It had basically no loot.
Did she get a gun?
Did
she get a gun?
And there was even a bug that could randomly eliminate you.
What? What? How does Epic stuff up that bad?
It wasn't just players who had a problem with the location. It turns out there's a real historical site in Florida called Coral Castle as well, and the name was trademarked. So when the owners found out Fortnite had used it as a POI, they freaked out and sued Epic Games for stealing the name. Eventually, it got settled, and that was that. But it just goes to show that sometimes virtual worlds can run into some very real-world problems. On the first day of Chapter 6, Nick A30 and the boys discovered something completely game-breaking.
Oh, wait, you can do that. That does work.
Nick wasn't too impressed just yet, but he could have never guessed what was about to happen at the top of this hill.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yo, that's crazy.
They were flying, but this was just the beginning. Depending on how Sancho hit the car, they could even change the direction instantly mid-air. But when they tried it again next game, something absolutely bonkers happened.
We can even start right here and we just go towards that direction.
I'm gonna go like right here and yeah.
Nice. Nice. Right towards them. Right towards them.
Yes.
Where are they at?
Right here.
Turn it to the left. Yeah, to the left,
I'm gonna try to hit one. Oh, I hit one.
Nick got sucked off by the island, but Courage, Zemi, and Sancho descended on the enemy like ravenous vultures. They stood absolutely zero chance, getting completely obliterated in seconds.
Y'all just destroyed them.
In Chapter 5, Courage and Nick A30 were playing some Battle Royale, but they could have had no idea what they were getting themselves in for.
I'm in their game for sure, for sure.
Cypher PK was stream sniping them with the biggest army of Peelies the world had ever seen. This is totally bannable, and other big YouTubers have been banned for doing this in the past, which we'll get to later. But it was looking like Cypher was prepared to pay the ultimate price for the ultimate troll.
What is this? Is this a banana army?
And as the banana army dropped in, Nick and Courage couldn't believe what they were seeing.
Wait, what the? Yo!
All right, perfect. Now follow me. Where's Courage at?
What is this, bro? Did you put us in a custom game, Nick?
No, I swear to God, Courage, I did not do anything.
They were super confused. But before they knew it, Cypher and his banana army were on them.
Start pickaxing him. Come on.
Courage couldn't believe what he was seeing, but he wasn't hanging around. These bananas looked deadly.
What is going on?
Courage just about managed to make an escape this time.
Get it away!
Why is there an army of potassium coming after me, man?
But Cypher wasn't about to give up that easy.
Guys, we absolutely need to hunt down Courage. We absolutely need to kill him.
What is happening right now?
At this point, you might be wondering how Cypher thought he could get away with all this without getting banned.
Stream sniping is not okay. And the only reason I'm doing this is because these guys are my close friends and I know they'd be okay with me doing it to them.
But that doesn't mean Fortnite are okay with it. And they've banned big YouTubers for making these kind of videos before.
People are saying laser beam video?
Is it a laser beam video?
When Laserbeam did this, it did not end well. And we'll get back to that later. But it was not looking good for Cypher. And believe it or not, he was only just getting started.
We're gonna be safe here, Nick.
Courage, I'm scared.
I feel like they're watching me.
Start swinging at him.
Cypher couldn't wait to get them. And as Nick finally got rebooted, he got a big surprise.
Oh my god!
What is going on?
They were faced with a humongous horde of bananas. And he had just one important question.
Tell me if they're bad. Tell me if they're bad.
Were they friendly?
Break his car. Everybody break his car.
They were not friendly.
They're blowing up my car.
What if I kill one? Will they be angry? What if I kill one?
Pull up on him. Pull up on him. Pull up on Courage.
Oh my god. Oh my god. They're trying to attack you. I got you, Courage.
They're all anonymous on. Help me! Nick, help me! I'm being chased by healthy food! I'm being chased by healthy food! Help!
For Courage, it was a living nightmare. And he wanted nothing more than to end the bananas' reign of terror.
Are they trying to get me to have a diet? What is this?
Eventually, Courage and Nick eliminated all the bananas and went on to win the game. But then Legion joined them for trios, and Cypher PK was ready to take it up a notch.
I'm getting it.
And this time, his army was absolutely massive.
Oh, this is so good. This is so good.
And this is when he started to worry.
What if it starts kicking us? Do you guys want to try to sneak closer to Demon's Dojo?
With how openly they were teaming, Cypher was running a huge risk.
Hopefully we don't get banned here.
But Cypher had his eyes on the prize, and this was about to be the troll of the season.
What is happening? What is happening? What is it? What is it? Get over here!
They see us! They see us! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away!
Legion had no idea what was going on.
Oh, okay, hold on. What is happening?
He was terrified.
It's a Gov Squad, bro. What's going on? It's Legion's icon skin. What is that supposed to mean?
But this time, Courage was ready.
They're chasing us! Run away! Run away! Run away! Run away!
Things were getting so crazy, even Nick started to get worried.
Are we gonna get banned for teaming?
Leader, bro. He's got to be for sure. Dead!
Run!
Oh my god.
Nick did not want to get banned, so he started shredding the Govs. But most of them managed to make an escape, and you'll not believe what happens next.
Hide in this building. Crouch walk, crouch walk, crouch walk. Start crouch walking right now. Start crouch walking right now. We don't want people to chase us.
While the Govs were hiding, Nick, Courage, and Legion had followed them into the city and got caught up in a fight.
I'm getting beamed to the back.
Yep. This is crazy, bro. There's a whole fight happening, and we're just tucked in here.
Cypher couldn't believe what was happening. It was insane.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
Nick just about managed to make an escape with the mask, but you won't believe where he ended up.
Stay still, stay still, stay still, stay still.
It's all you, Coach. It's all you.
All the Govs could do was stay quiet and pray that nobody found them. But then, it happened.
On me? Going for full?
I'm coming.
What? Oh my god! What? Wait, there's like 40 Govs!
Oh my god, Nick! Oh my god, run! Run! Get out of here!
That was crazy, and somehow none of them had been banned. But Cypher had something else in store that was going to take it to the next level. But almost as soon as he made his escape, he checked Courage's stream, and it was not looking good.
Are they dying, bro? Hold on. We might have to go back.
We are fighting for our lives right now, bro.
They got some good aim, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, wow, I'm dead.
Guys, we have to go back. Hop in. We gotta help the boys.
Cypher is playing with fire here. If he helps Courage, he's 100% gonna get banned. But if he doesn't, the troll is all over.
Courage is the raccoon skin. Do not kill any raccoon skin. We need to kill everybody except Courage.
It's one thing grouping up and memeing, but teaming like this is not allowed, and it's totally bannable.
Oh my.
They have the medallion up top. Zip line up.
Cypher had to stop these guys, or at least try.
Oh shoot! Zip line down. Get in my bubble. All right. They're getting the revive off. We've caused enough distraction. We can leave now.
Somehow, Cypher had done just enough for Courage to sneak out of there, so the Guffs hit the dip too. Courage got the reboot, and they made it all the way into endgame. But they couldn't believe who they were going up against for the win.
Okay. So it's the Gups now.
I'm the only one alive.
Legion and the others booted Cypher into the storm for the win. And after all that, Cypher feared the worst.
Yeah, we're all getting banned. That's it.
When you think of traps, you might think of one man. But in Chapter 1, Laserbeam set his sights on one of the wildest records of all time. The most trap kills in Fortnite history. And he had a crazy idea on how to do it. Most players would just jump into a match, grab some traps, and grind it out the old-fashioned way.
200 IQ play, let's go!
But not Laserbeam.
We've maximized the efficiency here, and I'm really happy, guys.
He cooked up a crazy setup.
Basically, it means they just fall head first into the trap. Like...
And because it was a playground lobby, once it was ready, all he had to do was kick back and watch his team of 3 spin in an endless loop, eliminating themselves over and over again. It was a painstaking process, lasting for hours.
I never want to do this again. Ever.
Neither.
But I guess he had never heard the phrase, be careful what you wish for, because pretty soon the storm was closing in.
This is so dramatic.
Oh no, it's so close.
Guys, you're gonna have to start moving closer to the center.
So they all locked in and raced to get eliminated as fast as possible. And before he knew it, it was time to see if they had done enough to break the record.
1002.
It turned out he had absolutely destroyed it and cemented himself as a legend in the Fortnite record books forever.
Back in the Guinness World Record books.
In Chapter 1, this player discovered a ridiculous glitch and couldn't wait to show his friend. It turned out if you built a ramp in a specific spot, positioned yourself just right, got knocked, and then revived again, this would happen. On your own screen, everything looked normal, but to the rest of the lobby, you were just floating around completely upside down.
Okay, so your feet are just straight out.
It didn't give you any advantage, it didn't help you win, it was just one of those early Fortnite glitches that made absolutely no sense, and that's what made it so special. In Season 8, Fortnite added a super unique new vehicle, and players lost their minds. Not only did Ballers have a grappler on the front with unlimited uses and a boost so you could go super fast, it was also fully armored and took a crazy amount of punishment before breaking, meaning you could swing through the jungle to your heart's content and Sweats couldn't do a thing about it.
This is esports.
But did you know there's actually a secret hidden glitch with it that was absolutely out of this world? If you hopped in a baller and headed over to the volcano, you could float in the lava without taking damage and were free to explore. So it didn't take players long to find a crazy glitch spot under the lava waterfall. All you had to do was float on over and hit it just right and you would get launched into orbit. But because you were in a baller, you didn't take any fall damage. So it was even more awesome and you could do it over and over again. So basically, you had your own lava-proof space program and Sweats couldn't stop you from blasting off as many times as you wanted. In Chapter 2, Season 4, Fortnite dropped a legendary bundle that nobody saw coming. But what followed was one of the sneakiest scams Fortnite's ever pulled. The Last Lap bundle gave you 3 banger skins: Joker, Poison Ivy, and Midas Rex, plus a bunch of other sick cosmetics too. At launch, it was only $29.99, offering pretty awesome value for what you got. But here's the catch. When it finally returned to the shop 472 days later, the price had mysteriously gone up. No new content, no bonus V-Bucks, just a higher price for the exact same thing. People who missed it the first time were hyped it was back until they saw the new price tag. And the worst part, a lot of newer players didn't even realize that they were being scammed. It was insanely sneaky, but if you bought it the second time around, I'm sorry to say that you literally got scammed. Joker skin? More like the joke's on us. Near the start of Chapter 7, Cypher PK was grinding ranked reload, having a blast.
6-7. 6-7. Woo!
He was absolutely dominating, picking up tons of elims left and right, absolutely stunting on the lobby, until this happened.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
He had a bad feeling that they were a hacker.
Holy aimbot.
So he would have to go for a Hail Mary to stand any chance of beating them.
No! No!
Unfortunately, that didn't quite work out. But when he spectated, he saw this.
Oh.
Cypher was shocked and raced to check the replay. And it was pretty clear this guy was up to no good.
He's definitely cheating.
So Cypher wasted no time reporting them.
All right, we will see.
But he could have never guessed just how quick he would get to find out. After another quick game of reload, absolutely demolishing everyone, it was time to head back to the lobby. And when he did...
Oh, would you look at that? He was hacking.
When Fortnite added the Tesla Cybertruck, most people expected it to cost a fortune. So when the summer road trip quest dropped, letting players unlock it for completely free, everyone rushed to complete them.
Let's go!
Yo!
Before long, every lobby was packed with Cybertrucks, and that's when the problem started.
What the heck? Fortnite!
Typical Gamer found it the hard way.
I can't use the fists. They're broken.
Something about the Cybertruck was completely bugging the game.
I think the Tesla Cybertruck glitches the fists. Tesla Cybertruck is pay to lose.
And if you found out at the wrong time, it could even scam you out of the win.
What?
In Chapter 2, Season 7, Fortnite introduced the Mike Lowry skin, inspired by Will Smith's iconic character from the classic movie Bad Boys.
Put the gun down and give me a pack of tropical fruit bubblicious.
Fans were hyped to see it in game.
God, it looks so good.
It actually looks like him.
Yeah, it does.
But then this happened.
Oh, wow.
Since then, it's been over 1,543 days since it was last spotted in the item shop, and it's starting to look like we might never ever see it again. So if you ever wondered if Fortnite watches the Oscars, I guess there's your answer. When the Dragoncorn glider first hit the item shop, players were absolutely hyped because it looked insane.
Oh, what the heck? Look at the glider.
But pro players quickly found a secret trick with it. If you spam the glider's animation, it was so wild and unpredictable, it made you almost impossible to hit out of the sky, basically making it pay to win. Fortnite made it super clear that stuff from the item shop is supposed to be cosmetic only and not give you an advantage in game. So as soon as they noticed what was going on, they quickly removed it from the game, replacing it with a toned down version sometime later. Sadly, it wasn't as flashy as the original, but hey, at least it wasn't pay to win anymore. In Chapter 4, Fortnite released the Shockwave Hammer, and Wildcat, Courage, Cypher PK, and Scissors found an absolutely bonkers glitch with it.
What are we doing, dude? This is ridiculous.
If you took it in turns, hitting each end of the car, you could fly around forever.
We'll get height first, and then we'll worry about.
Yeah.
It was insane, and it wasn't long before they were up in the clouds.
How high
Oh
are
my
we?
God. We are
almost 500.
650 meters.
There's no way, bro.
It was pretty hard to control, so they were doing a great job. But eventually, the last team spotted them.
They're shooting us! They're shooting up at us!
And this is where panic started setting in, and things started getting absolutely crazy.
Hit us now, hit us now, hit us now. Scissors, scissors, hit it,
Scissors
scissors.
hit!
Stay, stay, stay! It's gonna slam! Oh my God. Go, go, go!
Somehow, they had made it down alive, but could they clutch up for the win?
No, there's one there. Yeah!
They were giving it everything they had and dominating the opposition. But there was a problem none of them could have imagined. The last player was nowhere to be seen.
He probably just has 2 med miss or something.
Like in the sky?
Unbelievably, they couldn't find them anywhere. So the last player picked up the win, and you wouldn't believe it where they were.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, he sees us in the truck. How did we never hear this guy?
They were doing the soaring sprints dub glitch the whole time. No AW Plays was playing a tournament, but while waiting for endgame, he found something utterly insane.
Oh my gosh. Bro, why am I stretching out, bro? Hello?
He found a crazy glitch that pretty much turned him into Mr. Fantastic.
Bro, what is this? Oh my gosh. What is happening?
But although it was fun, he couldn't goof around too long. He had a tournament to play.
I don't know what's going on, bro. I can't even lie.
In Chapter 3, Season 4, McCreamy teamed up with the ultimate creative glitcher, and they found a way to glitch creative to let them use a ton of banned items. They unlocked a treasure trove of insane weapons, from the absolutely bonkers Xenon bow.
Oh, okay. I mean, I didn't even shoot at you, so.
To the completely overpowered and equally strangely named Brightcore the Jabberwocky. Some of these weapons were so ridiculous.
That is so crazy!
They felt like something straight out of another game entirely. Like this pistol that fires gnomes?
Why is it shooting gnomes?
But unfortunately, as fun as it was, Fortnite wasn't about to let these insane weapons run wild. So without warning, they banned the map entirely. Try searching for the map code now. All you'll see is this dreaded message. But if you thought McCreamy's glitch was wild, Lachlan found a way to take it to the next level.
Oh, epic!
Not only did he crack the code to access a ton of banned items,
there's over 100 unreleased weapons.
He also managed to get his hands on the 2 most mysterious weapons in Fortnite history. The troll launcher was crazy enough already, but the test god gun was on an entirely different level. This gun was never meant for players. Only developers were supposed to have access to it, and for good reason.
Yo, this god gun go crazy.
The test god gun had insane stats. This weapon could one-shot anything, from buildings to tanks, at any range. They weren't kidding when they called it the god gun. And just when you thought it couldn't get even crazier, Lachlan somehow managed to spawn Galactus into the game. But while it looked cool, it was actually super sketchy, since Galactus is a Marvel character under strict copyright protection. Messing with him wasn't just risky, it was breaking the law. In Chapter 3, Fortnite added mantling to the game, a brand new feature with crazy possibilities. But it wasn't long before players started noticing a crazy glitch with it. Every so often, completely at random, it would bug out and launch players flying across the map at insane speeds.
Fortnite! Please fix the mantling bug!
Needless to say, it sucked to be on the receiving end of it. But if it happened to someone you were fighting, it could actually be pretty clutch. They got launched into oblivion, making them a completely free elimination. In Chapter 5 Season 2, Laserbeam did the impossible, setting an insane new record for the fastest speedrun from unranked all the way to Unreal.
Unreal! Yes, boys!
But little did he know, it would actually end up leading to someone getting banned? It all started 2 seasons later with Courage.
Laserbeam did this in 10 hours, 23 minutes, and 4 seconds, which I have a timer right here.
He'd got wind of the record and assembled a squad of insanely cracked players to beat it.
I think we got this.
But Courage had other ideas about what their names should be for the speedrun.
Here's our names, guys. Laser is
Getting
cheeks.
banned for harassment. It's over.
Laser got no beams. Laser smells. Lachlan is my dad.
Noah was right. Someone was getting banned, but for something way stupider. Courage started the timer and they got to work, easily catching the first win with an insane 44 eliminations. And they followed it up with W after W, zooming through the ranks.
Nice!
But this is where something absolutely crazy happens. They had dropped a ton of elims, NPen in particular, but then it happened.
I got kicked out of the game.
What?
Okay, now I actually have to try.
Oh no.
At this point, it could have been just a simple disconnection, but NPen was about to see something unbelievable.
Yeah, I was removed from the match for cheating. I got banned for hacking.
He got banned for hacking.
Wait, what?
NPen wasn't too worried about the account he was playing on, but then he realized something terrible.
No, I'm gonna get banned on my main account.
Are you actually?
Yes, and right before FNCS.
Maybe it wasn't the best idea to do a ranked speedrun on alt accounts right before the biggest tournament of the season. In Chapter 3, Cypher PK and the boys were having a great time running some trios, until this happened.
Whoa!
They were hacking, but Cypher was not going down without a fight.
3 cheaters, a full team of cheaters.
No way, dude. Come on. They just carried Ninja. They're flying with him.
Ninja totally crashed out, and Courage was about to do the same. But then he remembered something.
Wait, actually, I want to report them.
Yeah, report them.
If they could get these guys banned, it would be awesome. But Cypher wasn't done just yet. If he could somehow eliminate the hackers before they got banned, it would be icing on the cake. So he broke out of his fortress, popped a medkit, and before he knew it, the fight had come to him.
Well, now what if Warzone is paying?
It was a good try, but after losing the fight, Cypher wanted nothing more than to get them banned.
Let me go and replay and report them. Might as well take them out.
And Cypher wasn't joking. Literally, as soon as he got back to the lobby, he got the pop-up.
Oh, suspect apprehended. Immediately.
Already?
Oh, we got banned instantly?
Yeah.
Get him out of here!
Sheesh, we got shooters in these streets.
But unfortunately, they weren't out of the woods yet. And next game, something unbelievable happened.
Oh, it's the hacker.
What?
Even though they already got the hackers banned, it looked like somehow they were back with a vengeance. But this time, Courage meant business.
He's dead! I killed him! He's dead!
Nice.
Another one.
Courage absolutely obliterated the first hacker. But there was one more left, and they were looking like one tricky customer.
I have the mythic AR. I gotta try to put it in my tent, maybe.
Even though they were flying around with a sniper, Courage didn't have any ammo. So they res Cypher, but it wouldn't take long before the hacker was back again.
I'm not putting my guns away, Cham. I'm gonna kill the hackers with these guns.
His teammate just landed on me, no audio.
No! Cypher was the last one standing. He started spraying, and luckily he managed to pick up a knock. So it was looking like he might actually be able to clutch.
Wait, Lieutenant John Llama just killed one of them, I think.
But then it happened.
Whoa, the hacker got me.
The hacker was back, and now's the time for the ultimate 1v1 showdown. But then something unbelievable happened. Cypher's box got set on fire, so he had to move. And the hacker was ready and waiting.
Oh my god.
Having already banned the hacker, Cypher was super confused about what was going on. So after reporting them, he went into replays and you wouldn't believe what he had found.
The other hacker isn't even on the same team. Like
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, they're different.
Unbelievably, there were two completely separate hackers. But when Cypher got back to the lobby, he was met with good news.
Suspect apprehended. Let's go.
Another one down. Another cheater has been eliminated.
Next up, we have world record for the fastest win. When Fortnite announced one-shot pickaxes as Blitz Royale event for just one day only, Nicky30 knew it was the moment he had been waiting for. So he called up Aid, the record-breaking legend, and together they were ready to make history. They were locked in. As soon as they got in game, there was only one thing on Nick's mind.
Okay, I'm gonna smash everybody here.
And he wasn't joking. They both went on an absolute rampage, and before they knew it, it was all over. It felt like a lightning fast game, but was it really quick enough to beat the world record?
Oh my gosh.
Whoa, wait, that could be it.
When they went to check the replay, they couldn't believe how quick the game was.
126. We got it.
What?
In Chapter 4, Zemi was gliding in to save the day.
It's 3 teams. It's 3 teams. It's 3 teams.
You can res.
Yeah.
But when he goes to res, something absolutely mind-boggling happens that should be totally impossible.
They shoot me. Why are they shooting me? Let me know. Wait, you're...
What?
Wait.
How am I up?
Wait, what?
I'm up.
Wait.
Somehow, Zemi had res thieves instantly. They were mind blown and determined to figure out how to do it again.
It was like right here. Tell her to move.
Zemi crawled over to the same spot Thieves was in, called over the NPC, and...
I'm up. Wait. What? Wait. It happened again!
In Season 6, TV discovered an exploit that basically gave him godlike power. The setup was weirdly specific, but if he built it just right, everything hinged on a single ramp. And when he finally broke it, the entire block lost its support, and this happened.
Oh my god, dude! Yo! Punch up still there though. Yo, what the? Oh my god, bro. Yo!
Whole buildings crumbled to dust like they had been Thanos snapped. And Tifu wiped out all of Tilted Towers in mere seconds. At the start of any new season, there's always players ready to drop V-Bucks to speed through the Battle Pass.
You know me, man. Alice Web buying every level, dude.
But in Chapter 5 Season 1, Fortnite hit them with a nasty surprise. If you tried to buy more than 25 levels with just V-Bucks, you just wouldn't get them. No levels, no warning, and you just lost the V-Bucks.
What the f*** happened?
It felt like a straight up scam. And after massive backlash from the community, Fortnite finally stepped in and refunded the affected players. When Juice WRLD hit the item shop, fans were pumped.
Yo, this is sick.
No way! Juice WRLD is in the item shop!
But did you know Fortnite pulled a sneaky scam with the bundle? In the Fortnite web shop, the World Takeover bundle looked like it included the Lucid Dreams emo. But players who bought it actually got the Lucid Dreams jam track instead. Turns out the Lucid Dreams emote wasn't even in the game yet. So players were scammed out of an emote that didn't even exist? Next up, Fortnite did something so bad, it literally made people cry. Chapter 5 Season 2 dropped with absolute heat. Greek god mythics busted new abilities.
I'm fast as frick, boy!
And a battle pass stacked with wicked skins. The community was hyped.
Oh, she looks so good.
People bought it instantly and started grinding until one day it was just gone. The whole battle pass straight up disappeared from their locker. No warning, no refund, just Fortnite acting like they've never bought it in the first place. For some players, this was devastating. And while Fortnite did eventually tweet out that they were looking into it, by then the damage was already done. Sure, in the end, players got their battle passes back. But that moment when you log in and everything's gone, that's not a bug, that's straight up trauma. In Season 9, Symphony discovered an insane glitch and couldn't wait to show Dakotas. If you wore the Waypoint skin, you could go completely invisible. Well, except for your head.
What? Your back blinks like all the way in the floor.
It was hilarious. And while it didn't work out for Symphony,
I'm dead.
Dakotas had much better luck, even managing to pickaxe the last player for the win. But while it made for some great clips, Fortnite quickly realized the issue and disabled the skin, leaving Waypoint fans feeling totally ripped off that they couldn't use their favorite skin anymore. Mistakes can be easily made, and next up we have a big one. And the 4.2 Fortnite update added in the Storm Tracker, allowing lucky players to see the next 2 storm circles. Needless to say, this was pretty OP, and it was replaced by the jetpack in under 30 minutes.
No, wait. Oh, I had the Storm Tracker. That isn't in the patch patch notes.
So sadly, only a lucky few players got to try the item out, and most people missed out entirely. But Fortnite didn't mention the ability would actually come back in the form of forecast towers several years later. Did you know in Chapter 1, pump shotguns had a hidden secret? The pump is meant to be used up close at short range, but in the very early days of Fortnite, it could actually do crazy damage at far distances, and people started calling it the sniper pump. It was so busted. Some of you might recognize this skin, iconic. It was exclusive for the Galaxy S10 owners back in OG Fortnite, and everyone wanted it.
Oh, is that the announcement?
Yeah, what's up, baby?
So much that some people even bought the phone just for the skin. So it won't come to a surprise that those who had spent a lot of money for the skin were outraged, when without telling anyone, Fortnite added it into the item shop for free. It was only in the shop if you were on Android, and it was only in the game for an hour. But if you somehow managed to get it, Fortnite actually let you keep it. It was awesome for those lucky few, but the OG owners weren't too happy. In Chapter 6, Aid stumbled on a glitch that gave him a crazy idea to set a record like no other.
When you bind your sprint key to scroll wheel, it lets you get launched. So I set someone up beside a gas pump for them to eliminate themselves with perfect timing.
First, he pickaxed them, and then triggered the glitch, sending them rocketing into the sky, reaching a height nobody had ever seen before. It was risky. If he went too high, the game would bug out, crash, and it would be all for nothing. They had to time it perfectly.
Okay, you gotta die to it in the next like 10 seconds.
So when his friend blew up the gas station, A got the elimination at a mind-boggling height, setting an insane new world record.
13 million!
Players are always looking for ways to get easy wins, but this one takes the cake. In Chapter 2, Season 5, at the center of the map, there was the 0 point. Fortnite said it would heal you up to 100 health, but it would actually heal you up to 100 every time you went in it. And this gave the X2 twins an epic idea that nobody saw coming. They built a giant sky base all the way up to the 0 point so they could keep going through it and heal up the storm forever.
So pretty much, you rinse and repeat until you've won the game.
It was basically a cheat code for free wins.
Literally winning the game by running in a straight line.
Next we have Zemi. In Chapter 2, he was beaming with the Primal AR so hard that a lot of people actually started accusing him of aimbotting. He said that he just had good aim, but something was about to happen that he just couldn't explain.
I've been streaming this entire time, and I just got logged out in the middle of my game, and then when I got back in, I'm apparently banned for exploiting for it for a day.
Everyone thought he had been banned for cheating, but Zemi was sure that he was innocent, so he waited until the 24 hours were up and then he hopped back on. But something unbelievable was about to happen. He got banned again?
This is a joke, right? There's no way this happened again.
Zemi had gotten banned twice in a row, so it was looking like he might actually be cheating. But Zemi had a theory about what was really going on.
The reason I got banned the first time and the reason I got banned once again yesterday is almost 100% because people have been spam reporting me because of my aim. The clips that you guys are watching in the background is actually my clips that I've been posting on my socials like Instagram and TikTok. Ever since the clips started getting more exposure and more views, I've been constantly getting accused of soft aiming and aimbotting on Fortnite.
And it looks like Fortnite might have seen the video, because thankfully after it was uploaded, Zemi did not get banned again. Now on to Dr. Lupo with something absolutely unbelievable.
Alright, Lupe. I'm good for now.
Dr. Lupo was slaying out, but he could have no idea what was just around the corner.
Well, there goes Trevor. He
down.
got crit like 8 times in a row. He's hacking. He's hacking. He's hacking. Take him serious. He's hacking.
Tim, you gotta shoot him. Oh, whoa, dude.
Yeah, he is hacking. He is hacking.
Bro.
He's actually
He
cheating.
can't build, he can't build, he can't build, man. Don't.
Lupo hit a crazy headshot snipe on the hacker and sent them straight back to the lobby. On March 23rd, 2023, Fortnite released UAFN, instantly opening up a whole new world of possibilities for creative map makers. But while Fortnite thought they had made the rules crystal clear, it didn't take long for players to push the limits in ways no one expected. Within 24 hours of UAFN going live, maps where one-to-one exact copies of Call of Duty maps started popping up. And this was way more than just a problem. It was a full-on legal nightmare waiting to happen. Call of Duty maps are protected by copyright law, which made ripping them off straight up illegal. If Activision decided to take action, Fortnite could have been in serious trouble. So so they wasted no time in banning the maps and cracking down hard. In April 2023, Clicks, a famous pro player, started his stream with a shocking announcement.
We have a lot to talk about.
Clicks was suited and booted, so it was clearly important, but what he was about to show his stream was absolutely shocking.
So let's just start real quick. I'm banned for 2 weeks. This means that I can't play this FNCS, and I also can't play the next FNCS.
This was insane, but Clicks was sure the ban was unfair, so he went into the replays to prove it.
This is the game that I was banned for. Since the start, he was following me, shooting me. He did over 350 damage to me the whole entire game.
This default was acting pretty weird towards Clicks, but believe it or not, he's only just getting started.
He tends to splash me. So right here, he's literally splashing me. Throws another splash at me. Throws another splash at me. Then he continues to stand still and he ODMs me.
This player was clearly following Clicks around and trolling him. But what was about to happen next was maybe taking things a step too far.
Okay, right here, I literally said,
"You're in my stream! Smash me now!"
Okay, splashed me.
So far, Clicks has done nothing wrong. But here's where he makes a stupid mistake.
Come here and max my metal. I swear to God. Matt, drop the metal now! You stream typing!
Clicks is trying to prove that this guy's stream sniping, but he might have gotten a bit carried away. Clicks dropped down there and actually picked up the loot, but the stream sniper wasn't done yet.
And you guys can say, oh, you shouldn't have took the loot. I understand that 100%. But he actually followed me right here. Sits in my wall, goes up and down, and lets me kill him, okay? Lets me kill him. So no matter what, chat, I would have got all the loot that he gave me, and I went on to win the game.
Clicks has already put forward a good case, but this final piece of evidence, nobody could believe.
This is his perspective. And if you listen closely, I'm not going to talk. You can hear my stream in the background. Comes.
At this point, there was no doubt. It was looking like an open and shut case.
I'm in here.
Now, all he needs was to get Epic's attention, and he had the perfect plan to make it happen.
I'm going to tweet out free clicks. Thank you guys for supporting me. I love you guys.
Hashtag free clicks went viral, and it seemed like the whole community wanted Clicks to get unbanned. But unfortunately, he had still broken the rules and Epic actually upheld the ban. Not every world record is about insane glitches or impossible eliminations. Meet Grumpy Grand 1948, and the username might give you a clue as to what we're looking at next.
Yes, we did it.
At 77 years old, she holds the world record for the oldest player still dropping into Fortnite. A true OG, starting all the way back in Chapter 1.
For fiddle sakes!
She still plays to this day, streaming, having fun, and running games with friends.
Oh, wow! I got that guy!
She even teamed up with Cypher PK.
Hey, hold still. Has somebody ever give you a hug?
And yeah, they got the dub.
Let's go!
But here's the crazy part. Every single year she keeps playing, she keeps breaking her own world record all over again.
Hey, nice man.
If 77 years old sounds impressive, try 7. Meet B Pro, the youngest pro in Fortnite history. You might not believe this, but he was literally born after Fortnite came out, and yet somehow he's absolutely cracked.
He's doing quad edits, by the way. Oh my god, this kid is insane.
Okay, B Pro, let's fight.
When Cypher PK challenged him, most people thought it would just be wholesome content. Well, it wasn't.
Oh no.
B Pro absolutely rolled him. Mechanical, confident, fearless, all at 7 years old. And if this is how good he is already, imagine a few years from now.
Bye-bye, Cypher.
I couldn't, man. I couldn't.
Back in Chapter 2, Cypher PK was playing random squads. Or so he thought.
Hey guys, what are we in the same game?
Do you understand Spanish?
Somehow, there was an extra player on his team. Cypher had queued up to troll random squads with an insane glitch. So this took him by surprise, but he knew what had to be done.
Anyone have Shockwave? I want to show you a cool trick.
And fortunately, it didn't take long for him to find some.
Get in the car.
What is your name?
My name is Cypher.
But getting a squad to cooperate was going to be easier said than done.
Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. In the car. I want to show you a trick. You need to be in El Carro.
It wasn't easy, but eventually they got the message. And finally it was time to show off the crazy glitch. It was pretty simple to do, but very effective. And they couldn't believe it.
What?
I know, right?
It had sent them flying, but Cypher wasn't satisfied yet. And he thought maybe he could do even better.
We can do it again. We can do it again.
So he lined it up and then let it rip.
We are the champions.
But that's not the only time a glitch has sent someone flying. Next up, we have Nick Merck. He was playing a tournament with Nick A30 and Clicks, but he could have never have imagined what was about to happen. He was slaying out, picking up a ton of elims, until... He got snuck up on and was devastated, but little did he know, it had actually gotten him a front row seat to one of the most insane things to ever happen in Fortnite history.
Play your life.
There's one to your left, only one.
Wait, what?
Just
happened.
Just relax. Everything's okay, guys? Everything's...
Clicks' shockwave had glitched him and sent him pretty much into orbit. And when Nick A30 started spectating, he couldn't believe it.
Wait, how did you do that?
We love Fortnite.
Clicks had an idea on how he could save himself from the fall damage.
No way!
But unfortunately, the shockwave just didn't go off in time. Fortnite have always said skins don't give a competitive advantage, and that they're cosmetic only.
Oh my god. Hubba, hubba, hubba.
But in Season 4, the awesome new superhero-themed Battle Pass dropped, and one of the skins had an insane hidden secret. If you're wearing the Zoe skin, as long as you didn't get too close to other players, you would become completely invisible, and they wouldn't be able to see you at all. This was so broken that Fortnite had to actually disable the skin entirely while they fixed the issue. In Chapter 3, Season 1, tents came to Fortnite, and they had an amazing feature. You could hop inside of them at any time to heal up. But Fortnite made it clear that this overpowered feature was bounced out by the fact that they're breakable. They didn't mention that if your tent did start breaking a storm, you could pack it up, place it back down, and it would be good as new. This meant that players could out-heal the storm forever and get free wins. It was completely busted. In Chapter 4, McCreamy discovered an insane glitch, and you won't believe what it does.
We need an exotic icy grappler and blowberries.
It didn't take him long to find them, and when he used them both together, this is what happened. It let him fly around the map at insane speeds and never take any fall damage. You could actually go so fast it would crash the entire server. And very soon after this video, Fortnite released a hotfix banning it. And seeing as it was so overpowered, it probably wouldn't come to much of a surprise that McCreamy had easily picked up the W. Fortnite's rules are crystal clear. Creators must not promote enrollment in the military. So when the British military released a map called Operation Belong, it was met with huge backlash from the community. A spokesperson for the army argued that it wasn't meant to recruit, but to raise awareness. And while the map was fun, with code breaking, huge obstacle courses, and exciting parkour challenges, it clearly broke the rules. As such, it wasn't long before the project was completely dropped and vanished without a trace. Next up, we have one of the most unique world records in Fortnite history, the longest walk around the island. The previous record was set by McCreamy at just over 2 kilometers, but Cypher PK was determined to beat it.
It is time to beat the record for the longest walk.
The rules are simple. Jump for the battle bus, land, and walk as far as you possibly can. No vehicles, no launch pads, no mobility. Just walking. Sounds easy, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. You're still in a full battle royale lobby with 99 other players trying to eliminate you.
The only issue is going to be not dying.
But Cypher was ready for anything, so he landed in and put his best foot forward.
The walking has begun, and I can't be sprinting either. I just got to be like nonchalant about it, you know?
Early in the match, Cypher actually managed to pick up a surprising amount of eliminations himself, but pretty quickly, he had a much bigger problem to deal with: the storm.
Making my way downtown, walking through the storm, and I can't sing.
But then the real challenge came. He wasn't the only person in storm, and this player wasn't backing down without a fight.
That was a very gentleman-like piece. All right, I'm shockwaving.
Shockwaves didn't count towards total distance, but at certain moments, he didn't have a choice if he wanted to stay alive. As the circle shrunk, danger lurked around every corner, and if he didn't think fast, it would be all over. But Cypher had a plan.
I think I know what I want to do here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to walk around like this.
It might not sound like much, but when you're chasing a world record, every single step counts.
This is it right here. This is the strat.
Eventually, the zone moved and he had to break out. So he built up and had to put as much pressure as he could on the last remaining players. He even picked up a sneaky elimination, and it was finally time to face the last player. Somehow he managed to get the dub, but there was still only one thing on Cypher's mind.
Some even more steps in.
And when it finally came time to check the total distance walked,
2.1k kilometers walking, we broke the record.
He absolutely smashed the record. Here we have Nick A30. He loves to run custom games with his viewers, but unfortunately, he wasn't gonna love what was about to happen this time.
I gotta try to land in the center.
He often sets up epic wins, but this one was looking like it was gonna be the best one yet. But someone was hiding. so we didn't get the win. They had completely ruined it, and Nick A30 was determined to make sure it didn't happen again.
Some people are getting banned in that one.
So Nick loaded up the replay, but he could have never expected who he was about to find.
Okay, who's the one that was slap splashing? Because I'm banning that guy.
Sometimes people claim that famous content creators and pro players get special treatment when it comes to this kind of thing, but after watching this, I don't think so.
This guy's not even not even below 20 HP, so you're gone. I'm not even messing around. That crawl guy, he's gone for pickaxing. You're done.
A couple of normal bans, but this is where he finally finds them.
Booga, I don't even care who that was. You're banned, brother. Like, I don't really care, dude. Don't join my customs if you're not gonna follow the rules. I don't care if you have followers or not.
With the release of Chapter 2 Season 5, Fortnite announced a new feature, sand tunneling, but they didn't tell anyone about how glitchy it would be, and players quickly found a new way to use it to go completely invisible. Although it could be used for some really funny trolls.
Wait, where'd it go?
That was spooky, wasn't it?
Yo, the gun's back. Oh my God, look at that.
It also totally broke the game, letting you get free wins.
Yeah!
So Fortnite disabled the feature entirely. Eventually, Fortnite announced that it was fixed and re-released back into the game, only for players to quickly find out it was actually still broken. In Chapter 1 Season 3, this player found one of the most broken glitches anyone had ever seen. Back then, building was still new to a lot of players.
3, 2, 1, and surprise!
So being able to throw up a massive pre-built base was utterly insane. But here's the wild part. Did you know that there was actually a glitch that gave you infinite porta-forts? No joke. Players discovered that if you threw a porta-fort and swapped items at the same time, the game would completely bug out. The porta-fort spawned, but one also dropped on the floor too, meaning you could just pick it straight back up and keep doing it over and over and over again. Didn't matter if you had 0 mats, didn't matter if you couldn't build to save your life. You basically became a one-man skyscraper factory. Players were spamming entire cities worth of metal towers and turning fights into absolute chaos. So understandably, it got patched pretty quickly. But for a short window of time, infinite porta-forts was a real thing, and Fortnite was never the same again. As Ninja dropped into Chapter 7 for the first time, he was hyped.
You come in on a wave? It's pretty sick.
But little did he know, a crazy powerful hacker was about to totally ruin his day.
A little bit of a lag spike right there, dude. We're good though, loading into the map for the first time.
At first, Ninja just shrugged it off, but as he jumped into the next game, things started to get crazy.
Sick, dude.
As he landed in, he couldn't even grab a gun, but turns out it didn't even matter if he got one.
And we're dead.
But here's the crazy part. This hacker wasn't just targeting Ninja. They were making the game lag for all the biggest streamers.
I'm lagging. Are you lagging? Hello?
Wait, I'm on 67 packet loss.
But this type of hacking isn't just against the rules. It's straight up illegal. So Fortnite took action, banned them from the game, and even forced them to post a public apology. Next up, we have a world record for the longest no-scope in Fortnite history, set by none other than Cypher PK. There was no secret trick to this one, just an incredible amount of patience. Cypher built up as high as he could.
Yeah, max height to do this, guys.
Set his sights on the target, and then it was all down to the Fortnite RNG gods. He fired bullet after bullet.
I'm out of ammo. Oh, reset.
Played game after game.
No! Okay, we have the system down, though.
And still, it just wasn't happening. But Cypher wasn't giving up. He kept going. And eventually, through sheer determination, he did it.
Yes! 354 meter no scope! Let's go!
In Chapter 5, Season 3, Human Bill hit the item shop and sci-fi fans were losing their minds. But that excitement quickly turned into confusion and frustration. Everything looked normal in the shop until you tried to buy the bundle. The Alien Was Here wrap wasn't there. Some players assumed it was just a visual glitch and bought it anyways. But nope, Fortnite took their V-Bucks and didn't give them the wrap in return. It turned out it didn't even exist yet. Leakers at the time discovered the wrap wasn't even in the game files, so it wasn't a bug. Fortnite was just straight up scamming. In Chapter 4 Season 1, Fortnite introduced the Shotgun Striker perk, and players were hyped.
It's actually huge.
The idea was simple. You would get healed every time you shot an enemy player. But Fortnite made a big mistake. It worked fine in solos, but in team game modes, it was absolute chaos. For some reason, the perk worked on teammates as well as enemies, meaning you could heal up infinitely and become basically unstoppable. It was a super fun glitch if you were the one abusing it. He was probably so confused right there. But for the rest of the lobby, it felt like a total scam. In Chapter 5, Season 3, something unbelievable happened. PC and Switch players were getting instantly kicked from the game just for entering the desert. Some players didn't even make a glide in for the battle bus before getting booted. And needless to say, players were not happy. In Chapter 5 Season 4, eagle-eyed shoppers spotted a crazy bargain in the item shop. The Dragon Ball Gear bundle had been upgraded to now also include the Nimbus Cloud Glider 2. Since the glider usually costs 800 V-Bucks on its own, grabbing the full bundle for just 1800 seemed like a no-brainer. Players rushed to buy it, only to find out they had been totally scammed. The glider wasn't actually included. After tons of complaints, Fortnite finally granted players the Nimbus Cloud, but the damage was already done. If they hadn't have spoken up, they probably would have never gotten it at all. Since the launch of UFN and the Creator Fund, map making has become potentially extremely profitable. But sadly, with the quote from Cypher PK,
when there's money involved, people sometimes get a little shady, and that is what I personally experienced.
Cypher PK and his team at Superjoy Studios have created some banger maps over the years. And for their next big project, Cypher had a goated idea. He noticed that maps with hero abilities were gaining popularity. So what a better way to let players have fun than with a red versus blue map. Having already gained experience creating superhero maps with Super City, Cypher and Superjoy crafted a total masterpiece. This map was insanely fun. And after a super successful launch day, Cypher went to bed a champion. But after he woke up, he was hit with a nasty surprise.
When I woke up this morning, I was completely shocked at what I saw.
Instead of seeing his map blowing up, he found someone had completely copied it, even stealing his exact thumbnail and tricking players into thinking the fake map was even his.
So obviously, his new map ended up getting more players than our map with the stolen thumbnail. He then even promoted this new map using my thumbnail that my team made in both of his top maps that have tens of thousands of players.
This was insane because not only is it against the rules, it's also illegal.
We're talking about actual theft.
Usually when you buy a bundle and already own one of the items, Fortnite gives you a discount. But when the Shack bundle hit the item shop, things worked a little differently. If you had already owned the Axlifier, the bundle still charged full price, meaning you basically paid for the same thing twice. It was a total scam, and Fortnite promised they'd make things right by refunding the players who didn't get the discount. But even now, some players are saying they never got their V-Bucks back, and it's still not clear if Fortnite ever properly fixed it. During Chapter 5 Season 4, Fortnite added Chemergy boosts to the item shop, and Rocket League players were outraged. Turns out the boost was meant to be an exclusive reward from a Rocket League tournament. So competitors who earned it the hard way were furious to see it in the Fortnite item shop. Luckily, Epic quickly added a new version, the Chemergy boost, just for the tournament winners. But let's be real, Fortnite doesn't always make things right that fast. Now we're taking a look at the world record for the fastest self-elimination in Fortnite history. Sounds simple, right? Just jump in, drop from the bus, and get eliminated as fast as you can. But when it's a world record, every second counts, and you won't believe just how fast the players have pulled it off. The record was previously set by Cypher PK in Reload.
Straight down. Straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. Oh, that was so good. Oh, that was so good!
With an insane time of 9.86 seconds. But with the release of Blitz mode, which had a lower bus drop, Aid saw his chance. He found the perfect spot on the map, and you won't believe how quick he did it.
Oh! Oh, that's it!
And just like that, he set a new world record at an astonishing 7.49 seconds. In Season 4, Fortnite dropped Thanos onto the island, and it was absolutely insane. If you were lucky enough to find the Infinity Gauntlet, you'd literally become Thanos.
This is the best day of my life.
With 1,000 health and insane OP weaponry, basically guaranteeing the win. It was so much fun.
Eat my lasers! This is the most epic thing in the world.
And players were devastated when Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet were removed. But then, in Chapter 2, Season 6, he finally came back. Well, sort of. Someone stumbled upon a glitch in creative to somehow get the Infinity Gauntlet, and players were hyped.
Oh, we got Thanos again in Fortnite!
At first, it seemed like one of the greatest discoveries in the history of Fortnite. But little did they know, creating a map with this glitch wasn't just a bannable offense, it was illegal. Fortnite has strict contracts and licensing agreements with Marvel for collaborations like Thanos. And playing around with the Infinity Gauntlet wasn't just breaking the rules, it was breaking that legal contract. So not only could you get banned, you could potentially get yourself and Fortnite into big legal trouble. So while the Infinity Gauntlet might have been the ultimate power, trying to get it could end up paying the ultimate price. In 2018, Fortnite's Boogie Down contest had players dancing for a chance to get their moves made into a real game emote. But the top 100 received V-Bucks and a selection of disco-themed cosmetics, and this is where Fortnite did something unbelievable. Among the skins was Sparkle Specialist, a Season 2 Battle Pass skin. Fortnite had previously told players Battle Pass skins would be exclusive, so players who did buy the Battle Pass for the exclusive skins got totally scammed. In Fortnite Season 1, if you got to level 25, you could obtain the Mako glider from the season shop. This was the only way to get it, so it was one of the rarest items in the game.
I got it. No way. It's OG, is it? Is it actually, guys? Cool. You're telling me this is the rarest glider in the game?
That was until January 2nd, 2018, when with no heads up at all, Fortnite just released it into the item shop. Players were excited and rushed to buy it, but those who missed out were super disappointed. Back in OG Fortnite, Tfue found a secret way to shoot enemies without them being able to hit him at all. It was insanely broken, and he used it at every opportunity, until eventually Fortnite patched it. They said it was fixed for good, but when Chapter 2 launched, it was running on a whole new engine, and with that saw the return of the super OP exploit back into the game. In Chapter 3, Fortnite added balloons. They were a great new way to get around the map, unless this happened. It had glitched out and sent Tfue into orbit, and at this point, it was anyone's guess if he would take fall damage or not. It turns out you did. But when it happened to Nick A30, he was actually disguised as a slurp barrel. And you won't believe what happens when he hits the blimp.
Oh, I can't deploy.
Even though he did take 100 fall damage, the slurp barrel healed him back up for 10 HP at the exact same time, so he didn't get eliminated. In Fortnite Remix, Nick A30 was messing around with the cars, but someone started taking shots, and he didn't take too kindly to it.
I'm coming for you now. I'm a monster truck, look at me.
But little did he know, he was about to find one of the worst glitches in Fortnite history.
Wow, I can't jump. It's not letting me jump.
Nick was in a tight spot. The glitch had basically made it so he couldn't move, and the player that he was up against was a total sweat.
This is awkward, I'm not gonna lie.
But even though he had one of the worst bugs in Fortnite history, Nick isn't giving up without a fight.
I don't know what to do. I can't shoot him, Epic. Epic, something's wrong. I am so confused.
In Chapter 3, a massive statue of the Foundation could be found at the Sanctuary, but it had a hidden secret that nobody could believe. If you took a tire and threw it at a specific spot on the statue, something crazy happened. And depending on where you threw it, sometimes the statue would even get launched across the entire map. But this player found that if you climbed on top of the statue and then threw a tire on it, it would send you into orbit. This was super broken, so Fortnite secretly removed this glitch in the next update. In Season X, Fortnite added a game-changing new location.
They added Tilted Town, a place you're not supposed to be able to build.
This had never happened before, but it didn't take Laserbeam long to find a crazy glitch at the new POI.
Alright, I'm not going to show you how to do it, but just want to let you know I'm currently in Tilted Town, an area where you're not supposed to build. And as you can see, I can build in Tilted Town. Time to crank some Doritos, boys.
This was absolutely insane, and Laserbeam felt like a god.
No artificial barrier can stop me.
Nobody else in the area could build at all, so it wasn't long before somebody came over to investigate.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
And safe to say, this player was absolutely mind blown at what they were witnessing.
He just left the game. He just left the game. And he gave me more mats. Crank more Doritos.
And it wasn't long before Laserbeam was crowned the king of Tilted Town.
They know they don't stand a chance.
Next up, we have something utterly insane.
Look at this! Look at it! Oh my god! I'm in the car, bro! Bro! This is the Flash! Oh, how am I supposed to hit that?
This player had found a crazy way to glitch the Sub-Zero combat kit, letting them zoom around the map at insane speeds.
I don't want to see it, no!
Winning in Fortnite is never easy, but did you know that there was actually a way to get wins completely free? All you had to do was hire an NPC, quickly dismiss them before you died, and then spectate until the end of the game. It was as easy as that. It wasn't long until Fortnite patched it, but a few chapters later, there was another even more insane glitch to get free wins again. Someone found a secret way to unlock the car before getting the medallion, and once you got it, the car was completely invincible. As long as you didn't get out of the car, you were basically guaranteed the victory royale. Next on our list, we have Nick A30. He was playing solos and got off to a great start, but unfortunately for him, there was a secret boss in this game way more powerful than Peter.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here now. I didn't get the shotgun.
It was actually a pro player, NPen. He won the fight, but unfortunately for him, Nick A30 had been getting hassled by stream snipers all day, and he had had enough. So he reported him, and it didn't take long for Epic to get the message.
Did I get banned? Oh no. Oh, it's for cheating. Oh.
I'm not sure why he said cheating, but he seemed to have a pretty good idea of what happened.
Nick A30 probably reported me.
In OG Fortnite, Boom TV had organized a tournament with all your favorite OG content creators. But they also messed up and invited a bunch of pro players too. After the first few games of the content creators getting dominated, there was only one thing for it.
Oh my god, yes!
They decided to all wear Peely and team against the pros.
Guys, we need to be strapped. We need to be strapped.
Bananas together strong!
This was a pretty dumb idea. It's against the tournament rules and bannable, but they had had enough. So they all landed together at Pleasant Park, looted up, and headed out to get the revenge.
Rift.
They all rifted over to Tilted, and it looked absolutely insane.
No, bro, look! What?
And as they glided into Tilted, it didn't take long for one of the pros to notice something was up.
Oh my gosh!
Guys, they're sweats! They're sweats!
Go! Attack! Bro, what is this?
Even Mongrel was hiding from the insane banana army.
Wait, this is an insane spot.
But it's not hard to see why.
Is this allowed, bro? There's so many Peelies! What is happening? Dude, look at all the Peelies over there!
The Peely army cleared out Tilted Towers and then carried on an absolute rampage, decimating any pro player that stood in their way.
Dead!
Even the World Cup champion didn't stand a chance. The instant he hit the rift, the Peely army fried him out of the sky, and it was ridiculous.
There we go, Booga's dead!
Yes!
Booger is dead!
The Peelies were stopping at nothing, and the pros were dropping like flies. Some of them lasted surprisingly long, but eventually the Peely army got their revenge.
We beat the sweats!
We did it! We did it, boys!
So now it was just the Peelies left, and there was only one thing for it.
Pickaxe only! Pickaxe only! Pickaxe only!
An insane pickaxe fight broke out, and the content creators were having a blast.
Another day, another victory royale for the OGs.
No.
Eventually, a banana picked up the win, but since they had been teaming, their points were banned from the last game, and it didn't even count. Up until recently, Battle Pass items were meant to be exclusive, so you couldn't get them any other way. But Fortnite lied, and in Season 6, you could actually buy the Wild Music Pack on its own for 200 V-Bucks. That wasn't the only time it happened either. And back in Chapter 5, Season 2, it happened again with the swim-free lobby track. In Chapter 5, Season 4, Fortnite added bunkers across the map, promising top-tier loot.
No, I've actually got god loot, bro. We've just all got instant loot.
And weapon mods. But what they didn't say is that there were also death traps. Out of nowhere, without any warning, a strange bug instantly eliminated players the second they got too close. And there was nothing they could do. Players who fell victim to the bug felt completely betrayed. But luckily, Fortnite acted quickly to fix it. Next up, we have Nick A30 with something absolutely crazy that no one had ever seen before.
Oh, what's up with my field of view? I'm like sideways running. Whoa, what is this?
He had a bug, and his game had flipped completely backwards.
It looks like I can't move that way. It's not letting me. My FOV is messed up. I'm not even joking. I move forward to go backwards and backwards to go forward.
Nick was in a bit of a spot. He managed to get a couple of splashes off, but you would have never have guessed what happens next.
No.
It was looking like the glitch was permanent, and this enemy was not giving up. But this is where Nick does the impossible.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Winning in Fortnite is super tough, but in Chapter 2, Fortnite secretly changed that with the introduction of Slurpy Swamp. All you had to do was build a wall in this specific spot on the map, and you could glitch out the game into healing you at an insane rate, basically making you invincible and guaranteeing the win. Next up, we have a duo that cheated in a $10 million tournament. Nate Hill and Funk Bomb were doing great in the summer skirmish, right up until Funk Bomb said this.
Straight to your west.
Yeah, he's
like southwest. He's 30 health. I feel like this is cheating, but
as it was an in-person tournament, Funk Bomb could see other people's screens and was relaying information to Nate Hill. This was pretty stupid, and it won't come to much of a surprise that Fortnite didn't take kindly to this, and not long after, Nate received some bad news and read it live on stream.
As the teammate and beneficiary, I'll be suspended.
Even though he had done nothing wrong himself, as he had benefited from his teammates' callouts, he had to be punished. And as for Funk Bomb,
Funk is kicked out of Dusty Dogs effective immediately. Will not be eligible for club prizing.
he was immediately kicked from the team and banned from the tournament. Now we have the most times getting knocked in a single match, and you won't believe how the record was set, but you'll probably believe who said it. He assembled a goated squad, and with their help, built an absurd contraption so he could get knocked and revived ridiculously fast.
Knock number 1 right here. Triple revive, triple revive.
They were wasting no time and were super locked in, and before long, the knocks started racking up.
25. 26, guys. We're more than halfway there.
But before he knew it, the storm had rolled in, and it was anyone's guess if they were able to break the record before they perished. Incredibly, when all was said and done, somehow he managed to get knocked a mind-boggling amount of times, setting an insane new world record.
50. Let's go!
On the first day of Fortnite Remix, Nick A30 and Sancho West had an idea for an epic meme with remote explosive.
You just throw it under. Throw it under. I'm going to keep on jumping.
But while setting it up, Nick accidentally discovered something utterly insane.
Oh my god, I can double jump. I'm like double jumping. Whoa, I just triple jumped. Wait.
Nick found a glitch to bounce super high in the air, and he couldn't believe how easy it is to do.
I'm just spamming my jump. Oh my gosh.
Dude,
what?
we are really high up here, brother.
They kept getting higher and higher, and this made Sancho start to wonder something.
How far can we go,
I'm just doing
Nick?
this on my spacebar. I'm going to keep trying.
Let's see how high we go.
Oh my gosh.
They wanted to test the limits, but they could have never have guessed what was about to happen.
Oh no, we're tilting now. We're shifting over. Oh crap.
Oh.
But if you thought that was crazy, check this out.
Whoa!
Zebby had been launched into orbit and was completely mind blown at how this was happening.
What did this guy just do? What?
What goes up must come down, but they're about to go up again, and you won't believe what happens when they do.
Wait, can you do it again? Yeah.
They had rocketed up into the sky once more, but this time it was way crazier.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He went back to last season.
They were nowhere to be seen, and after a while, it looked like they might never come down.
What? He's actually gone. Bro, he is gone.
Zemi waited and waited, but they had vanished into thin air and they were never seen again. In Chapter 3, Season 3, Fortnite released an awesome new pickaxe called the Dragon Rune Lance as part of the Battle Pass. But this pickaxe had a hidden secret that pros figured out in no time.
Ready? 3, 2,
3, 2, 1.
If you had the pickaxe out, nobody could hear your footsteps at all. They didn't even show up on visual audio. You could walk right up behind someone, take them by surprise, and there was nothing they could do.
Dude, it's so broken.
Fortnite has always said pickaxes are all the same and don't grant any competitive advantages, but this one certainly did. And getting eliminated to players exploiting the bug felt like a total ripoff. Next up, we have Somerset. She was playing creative to warm up, but when she exited back to the lobby, she was in for a nasty surprise. She had been banned, and no one could believe the reason why.
Because of teaming? When the hell have I ever teamed? I stream everything. I stream everything, bro.
But Somerset wasn't the only one who was worried.
Wait, why's that ban? Why's that ban? Why's that ban? Why's that ban?
Fortunately, it didn't take long for chat to fill clicks in on what had happened.
Teaming.
And this had clicks absolutely shook. He quickly realized that he might have been banned too, and Batman Booga thought he had found a clip of what they had been banned for.
Guard me. Hold the walls. I'm not cheating. I don't give a... Chat, I'm not cheating. You.
He was apparently playing with Somerset at the time and clearly teaming, so things were not looking good.
So, you know, Epic Games, if you're watching right now, bro, I'm gonna be honest right now, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was joking, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there was nothing more he could say, but luckily it turned out he wasn't banned, and it was a total accident. When Fortnite realized what they had done, it only took them an hour to unban everyone. Good thing too, because this happened right before FNCS. In Chapter 2, FNCS, two of the top teams with millions in combined earnings were contesting each other at Slurpee Swamp, and it was looking like a crazy off-spawn fight. Or at least that's what they wanted everyone to think. But when their plan worked a little too well, and they ended up getting first and second place on the leaderboard, people started to investigate.
All right, out and open. Hey, I see a player.
It turns out they were having fake fights at the same place every game, trading damage, healing up with the slurp mushrooms, and then going on their way. They would never knock an enemy player ever, because they weren't really enemies. They did it over and over every single game of the entire tournament. It was ridiculous.
All these players here, and they still engage right here at the same time every single game. 5 minutes, 30 seconds in, they're right here doing the same thing.
They were doing this to get free Storm Surge and save shields for the endgame, which gave them a huge advantage. So Epic handed them out a 60-day ban, the longest temporary ban in Fortnite history. Next, we have Oatly. He was doing absolutely amazing in a cash cup, and it was looking like he could for sure get first place until this happened.
Did not expect that. Wait, that gun is... Huh?
They had infinite spray and didn't have to reload? It didn't make any sense.
What?
And Oatly started getting suspicious.
That's a lot more than 30 bullets.
So he went into the replay to investigate, but he could have never imagined what he was about to find.
Whoa, what? And he's got the FTS pickaxe.
This was before it was in the item shop, so Oatly was super confused how they could have it.
What am I looking at on my screen? Why do I see 1,000 eliminations?
But this is where he finally sees the crazy hacks that will blow your mind.
Okay, hold on. What? Let me just go back a bit, guys. I think my replay's bugged.
But it wasn't a bug. They were moving at super speed, and Oatly couldn't believe it.
Whoa! Hold up! We got a new cheat right now in the game. We got a speed cheat. Whoa! We got a speed cheat and an infinite spray cheat? Whoa! Hold up! Is Nitro back or something? What is this?
And now, Oatly's finally about to see how he got eliminated.
Whoa! Skilly sure, GG, go try. Better luck next time, Oatly.
They had brand new cheats nobody had ever seen before.
Bro, what is this? Oh, wow.
They for sure had some insane hacks, so we reported them, and luckily they got banned soon after.
So I did die to a cheater.
Next up, we have Cypher PK.
I got the stone fit right here.
Cypher's plan was to pretend to be a Greek statue and catch someone off guard. So he got in his position, and it didn't take long for his first unsuspecting victim to come along.
Little broski, you know I gotta get it.
Fortnite banned skins for being too camouflaged, so it wouldn't be surprising if this skin got banned too. At this Greek god themed POI, it worked perfectly, so Cypher decided to try it one more time.
That's him. That's a sweat skin too.
And I don't think it'll come to much of a surprise that it worked perfectly again. In Chapter 5, Typical Gamer was slaying out in solos, chasing that ever so sweet 20 bomb. He was comfortably picking up his 19th elim, and things were looking good. But when it came to finding the last player, that would be a totally different story entirely.
No, genuinely, where's the last guy? Like, where could they be hiding? I checked literally everywhere, didn't I? Am I going mad? Actually confused.
TG had checked everywhere a normal player could go, but there was one thing he hadn't accounted for.
Bro, what am I looking at? Wait, actually, what is that? They're gliding still. Wait, what?
Typical Gamer had no idea what he was looking at, so there was only one thing to do for it. Build up and investigate.
Wait, what did I just discover?
This was impossible, and on the way up, he started to get suspicious.
I think this guy's hacking. Oh my, he's just flying. He's flying. What the heck?
But as TG built up, the closer he got, the stranger it became.
Bro, what am I looking at?
This was strange enough already, but TG was about to discover something absolutely mind-boggling.
I can't go up any higher.
He built all the way up to height limit, and somehow, this guy's even higher. This is one powerful gamer, and unfortunately for TG, he was about to face up in the final 1v1 for the W.
Wait. Oh my gosh, do you have weapons? Oh my gosh, what are you?
Typical Gamer was terrified, and rightfully so. But then as TG built in the circle, something happened that left him absolutely flabbergasted.
What the heck was that?
It looked like they had jumped off, so they wouldn't get banned for teaming. But I've got a feeling they might have gotten banned anyways. Compared to the OG days, the Chapter 5 map was pretty big, so players were always looking for new ways to get around. And when the Cybertruck was released, Fortnite added a hidden secret that you wouldn't believe. If you stood on a particular spot on the roof, used Fizz, and then hit the Nitro ring, you could go warp speed. Next up, we have Milkman. He was playing Fizz with a friend, but after getting eliminated, they could have never imagined what they're about to find. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but it was a default with a weird name, and it didn't take them long to show their true colors.
Oh, he's cheating. He's cheating.
I told you.
That was insane. If you blinked, you would have missed it. But what the hacker was about to do next is absolutely crazy.
Nice one, bro. Oh.
That no-scope was insane, but this hacker's only just getting warmed up.
He's gonna die.
Another crazy no-scope, and there's plenty more where that came from.
200.
Milkman had seen enough, so he reported him. And after all that, I think it's pretty safe to say they got banned not long after. Back in Chapter 3, there was an augment called Jelly Angler, and it let you fish an infinite amount of white heels, and that gave TG an idea.
Come on, memes.
Pros have been banned for this before, but that wasn't stopping TG.
We have millions of jellyfish.
So TG loaded up on jellies and prepared for the next stage of the plan. Now they just had to survive until the end for their crazy plan to work.
Over here, get him, yeah, over here.
They fought like vicious tigers, and pretty soon it was time to go. But the storm's ticking for 10, so making it back to the jellies would be tough.
Poppy went to you. Oh.
Okay, go. All the way back. Yes! Yeah. Okay, break the bush. Here, on me.
They made it. Now they just have to keep on popping heals. But do they have enough to get the win?
You gotta pop him and I'm fishing.
Yeah.
Yes, come on.
Come on.
It was looking like it might actually work. But Fortnite wasn't born yesterday.
It might
I'm dropping
work.
this to you.
And they have a specific mechanic in place to make sure this kind of thing stays banned.
No, storm sickness. You gotta help me. We're gonna die. You gotta help me.
I'm trying.
Chug it.
Did you know in Chapter 2, Season 2, there was a totally insane glitch that let you get free wins? At the start of the season, Fortnite added decoy grenades that created bot versions of yourself to confuse enemies. But here's the crazy part. If you threw one just before you got eliminated, it would actually confuse the game too. All you had to do was spectate until the end of the match and you'd be crowned with the epic victory royale. You didn't even need to get eliminated by another player. So it wasn't long before players were building up, eliminating themselves to fall, and farming win after win. Next up, some of you Chapter 2 OGs might remember this glitch with the boats. It was pretty easy to do, but unfortunately for Myth, this hacker found a way to take it to the next level.
What the f is that? What the? Oh my god!
They had an insane hack to get infinite missiles with no cooldown, so they could shoot them as much as they want. It was like a mech on steroids, and they were completely destroying everyone. So all Myth could do was sit back and watch. And he had some ideas on who this might be.
Diamond, no! Oh my god, what is happening?
Now onto the machine pistol. The first time people saw it, Fortnite had actually added it by accident into solid gold, but it wasn't even gold rarity. It was gray. This was strange, but even at the lowest rarity in the game, it still shredded.
That pistol action.
Yeah, we shredded him.
Players couldn't wait to try it, but Fortnite didn't tell anyone it was only going to be in the game for an hour. So sadly, a lot of people missed out.
Epic already probably knows about it and they're fixing it right now as we speak. So it's like any game now, I'm gonna play and it's gonna be gone.
Fortunately, it did eventually come back, but this time it was available all the way up to gold. It was absolutely wild.
But it shreds at close range. Holy shoot.
With some of the highest DPS of all time.
It has a lot of damage, dude.
But unfortunately, Fortnite quickly realized it was too overpowered, and they nerfed it into the ground. So a lot of people never got to experience firsthand just how insane it actually was.
Is that guy cheating? No, I mean, there's just no way.
But there was a way, and they had absolutely insane aimbot. So Ninja reported them that something totally unexpected happened. They had teleportation hacks. They went straight into the vault, and Ninja had seen enough.
I messaged my contact. He'll be banned.
With the release of the Xbox Series X and S, an awesome new matte black style for the Master Chief skin was added to the game.
It looks smart. It looks epic. I think it's my favorite.
And Fortnite said after buying the skin in the item shop, the black style could be unlocked by playing a game of Fortnite on one of the two consoles at any time. It was super easy to do, and people were excited to unlock the awesome new style. Eventually, the skin left the item shop, but when it returned 934 days later, Fortnite made a huge mistake. They tweeted saying the black style was no longer unlockable. Players freaked out, and rightfully so. Fortnite had gone back on their word, and people who had bought the skin before the announcement felt like they had been totally ripped off. Luckily, Fortnite got the message pretty quick, and they made the black style unlockable the very next day. In Season 7, Fortnite introduced a brand new, totally game-changing feature, the block. Players could build their own POIs in creative, then submit the reactions to be featured on the Fortnite Battle Royale map. The first few maps that made it to the block were awesome, but opening it up to community submissions was always going to be risky. Sooner or later, something was bound to slip through the net. At first, Mysterious Mansion seemed like an eerie, well-designed location that fit right into the Fortnite world. But soon, players started noticing something absolutely outrageous that Fortnite should have never allowed. Reports started rolling in, and it wasn't long before Mysterious Mansion was gone. Fortnite wasted no time in banning the map and replacing it with Ginger J 91's epic treehouse themed creation. But to this day, players still wonder, how did Mysterious Mansion make it through in the first place? Now, the record for the longest win streak in Fortnite history. This was originally set all the way back in Chapter 1 by OGL, with a massive 94 wins in a row, and it stood for years. But then somehow, I ended up smashing it, completely by accident. I wasn't even trying. I was just playing on stream for fun, but as the wins kept stacking up, I got locked in, and I hit 148, over 50 more than the old record. But then, this happened. You got the mantle bug! My teammate got hit with a glitch, and it all fell apart. But now in Chapter 7, Whimper for Summer has somehow gone beyond, with 315 wins in a row in ranked? Or at least that's what Fortnite Tracker says. There's no video proof. Nobody really knows who they are, and they haven't even come forward to claim the record. So maybe it's real, or it could be some type of aimbot hacker going on a total rampage. But if it is real, that's more than double my streak. And honestly, I'd be shocked if anyone ever beats it. Do you remember Starry Suburbs? In Season X, Fortnite added this new POI for just 2 short weeks. And it had the crazy secret not many people know about. Stars dropped here from the sky, containing some absolutely insane loot. But there was one thing in particular that Lachlan was on a mission to find. He was looking for something that had never been seen before. It was insanely rare and easily the most overpowered item of its type in the history of Fortnite. After opening tons of stars, Lachlan still hadn't found it, which makes what Replays did next here even more unbelievable.
Oh, I got a gold tack SMG.
He got it on the very first star that he opened, so he took it as a challenge to win with just the gold tack SMG alone. But that was no problem. The gold tack SMG was by far the most broken weapon of all time. With a ridiculous fire rate and 42 damage headshots, it was absolutely stupid. But because Fortnite put it into the game secretly, and the only way you could get it was from the stars and starry suburbs for 2 weeks in Chapter 1, a lot of people didn't even know that this gun ever existed. There's a version that's in creative modes now, but it is severely nerfed, and a mere shadow of its former glory. Needless to say, seeing as it was so goated, Replays picked up the W no sweat.
I only found one gun the whole game.
We all know stream sniping is very bad. Unless, of course, it's one of your good friends and it's for a YouTube video, then it's just very funny.
Sounds pretty harmless, right? If they're your friend, hopefully they won't report you. So what could go wrong? Well, it turns out a lot.
Hey, Fresh's stream. Hey, guys. What's up?
Fresh was an insanely good pro player, and everyone always used to say he carried Laserbeam. So just this once, Laserbeam wanted to show Fresh who the real top dog was. And it didn't take long to find Fresh and start putting his plan into action.
Alright, I've loaded up the helicopter with C4. We'll see. Oh, he's hopping in it. He actually just hopped in it. How is he not dead? Damn it! Come on, come on, come on, come on. No! I'm chilling. No!
Unfortunately, it was looking like Laserbeam's plan wasn't quite going to plan. And eventually, Fresh got the best of him.
It had 6 of C4 on it!
But Laserbeam isn't calling it a day just yet. It's time to kick things up a notch and call in the reinforcements.
I now have an entire Discord server. Alright, the plan is to scare the crap out of him and pickaxe him immediately on spawn. He will be absolutely terrified. No one ever expects a bunch of bananas to land on him and whack him.
But as they stealthily glided in, Fresh could see them and he could not believe his eyes.
Huh? You told me I turned around and there's like 15 people going to dirty.
So it didn't take long to turn into an all-out war.
He's bashing the car. Alright, bananas. No! Attack him, bananas! Go get him! Pickaxe him!
The banana army gave it their best try. But with just pickaxes against a pro player, even with how many there were, the bananas just stood no chance.
Pickaxe him! Get him! No! Oh my god!
Fresh may have won that battle, but he hadn't won the war. And next game, it was time for the ultimate showdown.
Our plan is just to wait until he is alone, completely isolated, in a confined area. And then the bananas will jump him, will attack him, will like jump out of the bushes and eat him alive.
The trap was set, and the banana army was ready. But unfortunately for them, so was Fresh.
Oh, I see him in the bush.
Pump the launch pad. Pump the launch pad, Kate. Pump the launch pad, Kate. Spread it. Spread.
Holy sh... Oh my god.
I was not expecting him to kill us with the chopper.
Oh, okay, cheeky.
But as Fresh thinned the herd, hope was fading. And in a moment of desperation, Laserbeam made a big mistake.
He's low. He's low. He's low on once. He's low on once. Come on, boys. Finish him. Finish him now. We just got kicked.
We just got kicked for teaming.
Laserbeam using a gun triggered the automatic ban system, and Fresh could not believe it.
Lennon just got banned for using a weapon.
Just goes to show that even if it's a friend, stream sniping never pays off.
I got banned, bro.
Next up, we have CAA.gov.
Possibly the first ever hacker in Fortnite and easily the most powerful. They had full-on aimbot, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. They could enable island edit like in creative and basically do anything they wanted. But they didn't just do it in regular games.
What the? Oh, the cheater in a game, dude. I'm dead.
They did it in big money tournaments too, absolutely terrorizing even the best pro players at the time.
Is this extra?
There was nothing anybody could do, and all the pro players at the time were down bad.
Wow, 18 kills. You popped off. Great job, man.
That is, until the hacker ran into Vivid. He was the hero Fortnite needed.
Oh, there's a hacker.
Yeah. That's actually incredible.
I fucking him! Boogie bombing this ultra powerful hacker was insane, but Vivid wasn't done yet. Wrecked! Vivid had eliminated CAA.gov and thought it was all over, but he couldn't have been more wrong. Vivid started hitting the res on his teammate, but then the craziest thing happened.
What the?
The hacker somehow respawned? Luckily, Vivid managed to kill the hacker again. But that was his last boogie bomb, and he knew the hacker would be back any second.
He's respawning!
So Vivid had to make a 200 IQ play. He knew the hacker needed the quad crasher to eliminate him, so he got on it and used it as bait.
I'll farm you all day, kid. God, my IQ is so high.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this one too. It's a banger. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a video again. Thank you.